about unions and the
Stuff
good
that
and the bad and the ugly.
things that we weren't going to talk about live.
Yeah, well, I guess we can. I just didn't want to click live and
Yeah.
anyone say anything that like you didn't know we were live.
There you are.
But no one did say anything,
all I
so
know
it
is
wouldn't have been very exciting.
all I know is I'm like super happy that I married my wife when I did. I told her this the other day. I said, I'm glad that we're already married because I got a settlement check in the mail. And now I know she married me for me and not for the money because I got $5.21 and I am one rich son of a bitch.
Cash,
She's likely to take that and run, Rob. You need to watch.
cash
Yeah.
money.
I mean, that's like
Are you gonna split it?
it's a non that's just
Who
a
gets the
standard
extra penny?
I can buy a whole standard cover comic book.
Yeah, after tax, maybe even.
Yeah.
Oh,
With the
yeah, I
bag and
guess,
board.
yeah.
With the bag and board. Yeah.
Maybe even a $4.99 one, or would that'd be a
Nah,
little too much.
$4.99.
Well, I get a discount. My
If you
subscriber
got
discount.
the discount would
Yeah, my
cover
subscriber.
you.
Yeah,
The discount. Yeah, I get a discount too.
Without the
that's-
discount, it's a no go.
My 10% discount covers the 9.5% sales tax.
There you go.
Or
choose your comic wisely,
9.5,
Rob.
man. California, Jesus.
Oh yeah, you kidding? I get taxed for making money.
0.5% too. Like, what is that 0.5%?
Well, because the states like a percentage, and then the cities and the counties each have some that they pile on.
Yeah, I know how it works.
So it all adds up, right?
To
That's
9.5 though.
Yeah,
I would never think about 0.5%. I've never seen that.
Oh yeah, no. If I go to San Jose though, it's 9 3/4. So
oh my God.
so when I bought my last car, there's the row where all the auto dealers are. One half of the street is San Jose, and one half is Santa Clara. And so I was making sure I bought my car on the Santa Clara side. And the guy started like do something. I said, no, that's not our sales tax rate. And he's all, well, San Jose. I said, well, I'm not in San Jose. I'm in Santa Clara, my friend. You're in Santa Clara. Your address says Santa Clara. I live in Santa Clara. I said, I'm paying Santa Clara sales tax. I want my 0.25% on $30,000. That actually means something.
Did you get it?
Yes.
What happens if you go to Nevada and buy a car?
You're obligated to pay the California state sales tax if you transport it back within, and just like anything you buy online or anything else, and that's where if you remember back when the internet, in the Wild West days of the internet, people used to buy stuff online because there was no sales tax when you bought online.
eBay.
Glory
that
days.
was like a year ago.
Yeah,
like
dude,
just over not even long ago.
For some places, it was
the glory days.
eBay was not long ago at all. It may have been like 18 months.
California and New York were the big impetus on this, is that they required their
of course they were
people to collect it. And then what they did is, because people weren't always reporting it, they shifted the responsibility to the businesses to declare it. So they ended up having to so most online companies now will collect sales tax based on where you live. But if I were to go to Nevada or up to Oregon, for example, where there's no sales tax, and I were to buy a car and I bring it back across, when I go to register that vehicle, they're gonna ask me to pay all the taxes.
Find a friend in Oregon. Keep it tagged in Oregon.
Yeah, well, actually, then when you're operating it down here, stuff they'll actually. Well, it's one of the things they look for, and they'll check on is like the vehicles. If you're driving a vehicle down here that's got the wrong tags on it, it can pull for out of state tags and they see that they can ask you to prove that the vehicle's residence is actually out of state. It's a lot of
California sounds like
they want their money.
The worst.
They want their money.
Dude, I was thinking something worse than that.
I'm not going to argue with that. Look,
Germany.
I have to pay. Look, the federal government.
Show us you live here.
You just
prove it.
Papers.
Yeah, that's some like.
Look, here's the deal. I get taxed by the federal government. I get taxed for making money by the state as well.
Y'all need an Indiana Jones to rest.
Then, if I spend the money,
right?
after they've taxed me to make the money, when I spend the money, they tax me, and again, and then
all the while taxing you just to exist on that piece of land you exist
And
on.
if I buy property, then they pay me tax. They make me pay taxes for owning something.
Mm-hmm. So I'm saying you have to pay taxes just to be where you're at.
And then
Start paying the other
thanks to the
taxes.
more recent and it used to be like, well, at least the federal government didn't tax you on the state taxes. But no. Remember recently, our last president, they had to change everything and said, no, it's not fair to allow you to not have to pay taxes on your taxes. So we're going to put a cap on it that only affects the blue states, New
Hey,
York,
Rob.
and California.
Hey, whatever you do, don't die. Because they're going to
Oh,
tax you again.
no, that I'm okay because all my property is in a trust. And so that actually is okay because it's
Because you found the workaround. I'm sure they'll figure out how to get that money before you die too. Don't worry.
But yeah, no, because I set up a living trust. So all my tangible property is owned by the trust,
including your comic books.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
All my everything I own, my cars, my houses, my bank accounts, everything belongs to the trust. Anything I purchase automatically becomes owned by the trust because it's purchased with trust money. This way that is everything that's set up that way. So when I die, those goods are still owned by the trust, and so my wife is obviously the co-trustee. She automatically she still controls the trust, and then the kids are inheritance or the subsequents there. So that's how rich people avoid paying taxes. One of the
So
ways.
you're saying you're rich?
No. Well, if I move to Georgia, sure.
You should move to Georgia.
I'm still flabbergasted you haven't.
If I could continue to make what I make and
come live like a king with me and Alan.
Because my wife.
Don't you work from home, Rob?
I do, but my problem is my wife doesn't.
Oh crap!
And she works for the
Find
city.
her a job.
You could-
Yeah, but if you move to
hold on. This is where it's key here. My wife works for the city government. She has a
Damn,
pension.
that's an easy out. Then
she has a pension, and that pension until she's ready to retire on it, we continue to pay into that because that pension is what's
How does it feel to know your wife works for the sons of bitches that are robbing y'all?
She works for a different city. She doesn't rob me.
So you just need to do some math. If you move to Georgia and then you paid this much less, are you saving more money doing that than
I would
my pension that you'll get?
If I move to Georgia, my company,
it's got to be close.
My salary would go down because my company pays you an adjustment based on.
Keep a car in California and tell them you still live there. You just told us that thing.
Yeah.
But then he's still paying the taxes.
Right.
You got to find a way.
What you do is you move to Georgia and leave your wife there and make her pay rental prices on the property you own there. That way you're making money.
There you go.
Right. And you'll take care of all my needs.
Sexually.
Yes, good. That's what other needs are there. I'll cook.
I can't think of any.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rob, with the house you want in Georgia, he'd probably be living over in Woodlake.
I would have a very nice house.
Yeah, that's an understatement.
Or I could. Let me rephrase that. I could. I mean, I'm not a person who's always been a fan of having large, audacious houses or whatever.
Hello.
I like having a small.
Hello there,
It's
people.
to the point where it's just work, unnecessary
What
work.
the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too big becomes uncomfortable as well.
You sprawl to your space that you're in, and then of course there's also the cleaning, and so yeah.
How's it going, CJ?
He just went away for a second.
He just went.
So technically, Rob's Fat Stack of Comics should be called the Trust Fat Stack of Comics.
Well, it could be
because it's not.
Yeah, the Trust owns the
YouTube
YouTube channel, right?
You know what it would be? Is it would be like if I left, if I moved to Georgia, I'd be like Scott. I'd have I'd have a whole outbuilding.
I've got one for you.
You'd have more guns?
Scott has a fucking
tattoo, probably. I have California restrictions.
Rob, how can somebody get their hands on your trust against your will? Not saying that jokingly.
I
Can't.
don't know how. I don't know how they could.
There's not a
I don't
way.
think legally you could.
That's the whole. That's the whole idea behind setting up
Aggressive
living trust.
takeover.
Living trust is gives you the ability to designate how everything is
All
passed
right, I
along.
gotta
It's
go
like
in building.
it keeps things out of the hands of probate and prevents taxation through death taxes and stuff.
Good morning, people.
Hello, Mr. Comic
Good
Journey.
morning. You're up early. You were up late too, I think, right?
I'm always up.
Yeah, you don't sleep.
You know, I sit for a couple hours, and then
I'll
we
be
keep
right
going.
back.
It's a
Hey, there you go, Mad Spidey.
Hello, Spider.
Do you just wake up, Mad Spidey?
Nah, I'm almost falling asleep.
Oh.
You should almost like take a nap before this comes on. Then you'd be up the wee weird hours, and then of course the next day you'd be like, oh.
I was just intrigued by that trust talk because that's
You want
something
one?
I'm actually really looking into doing. Maybe
Yeah.
I'll pick your brain one day, Rob, on that.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean,
You
I'm
got
not.
good brain.
Yeah, so I mean, it's really just, I mean, setting up a living trust, talking to a lawyer, and they set everything up.
I
It's
mean,
not-
picking your brain as far as how you feel about the results of it after
Oh,
using it for a while.
I'm fine with it.
So there's no like what's we call it, like repercussions, any kind of holdbacks because of the fact that it's in a trust and you can't use do things under your own name.
Oh, I can because I'm a co-owner of the trust. Well, I mean, so it's like, look, the way the trust is set up, like as far as like what happens is like the real estate property and stuff name was changed over, but anything you do down the road, like any loans, like if we go to do a home equity loan, it's the trust that takes the home equity loan. And as the owners of the trust, it just means that because we're set up as co-owners, it just means that anything that we have to do together.
Gross.
So which is fine. I'm not gonna do something that affects the trust without my wife's input, but it just then if something
How much
happens,
did she pay you to say that?
a lot of sex.
Enough said.
Yeah. Over 30 something years, a lot.
It really adds up, huh?
Yeah, that'll do it.
So yeah, no, I haven't seen. There's really doesn't change much of anything in how you operate on your day to day with your living stuff. It's just mostly paperwork stuff.
Just a couple extra steps, in other words. sometimes.
Yeah, and to be honest, at least for me, when we contacted the lawyer specialized on stuff, you can do a lot of the stuff where you submit stuff, or you can, for a small fee, they go ahead and they switch over all your titles and stuff for you. So I did that. I just let them deal with it because they're the experts of doing all that stuff. Flo, you can call the IRS. I still pay my taxes. I pay my income tax and I file all my income tax stuff. I'm not Donald
Well,
Trump
maybe
here.
he's calling him just to tell him how good you're doing.
Yeah, the only place where the IRS gets involved is when I die, and my property doesn't go into probate and go through death taxes. That's all.
Your kids are not going to have any negative effects because of that. In other words,
No, because the property and all property and everything is owned by the trust. The trust is co-owned by my wife and I, and then the way the trust is then set up in the event that both of us are gone, then my kids become co-owners.
of like an irrevocable trust, or is it like
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, so I can change it and stuff. And
Well, I'm gonna make one after my ex-wife stops sucking me dry of everything I have, and then I'll have to do one
Why don't you make it before she does and claim she's done hit the bottom of the barrel?
because I'm in New York.
Right.
I'm in New York, and it doesn't matter.
It's that
Yeah.
other thing, Rob.
I
it
could,
also
I could file for bankruptcy, and I could. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, the other benefit becomes things in a litigious country such as our own. Somebody goes to sue you or something, they can sue you. But I don't own any. I don't own my house. The trust owns the house, so suing me limits my liability of what somebody can go after me for. So
Fun stuff.
yeah,
So Tyler,
these are grown up things.
yeah. Speaking of grown up things,
As I'm coming up on my 50th birthday, I was like,
Tyler, did you enjoy your dragon boobs?
Oh man, I watched that so many times last night. The uncensored version.
So what's
Dragon
better?
boobs.
What's better, Stroke Eman or the dragon boobs?
I didn't watch the Stroke Eman.
Oh, you didn't watch Stroke Eman?
No,
All right, I
didn't.
gotta.
Are
send
you guys
the-
hanging out on the hub together?
I gotta send you the link for that one. No, well, you know what? I've been sharing some wonderful things I found in the archives. So
It's on YouTube. He
with the
put
community.
it on
Oh.
his YouTube channel.
So it's not hub worthy, is what you're saying.
Oh, it's hub worthy. It came from the hub archives.
Oh, wow.
It's just like blurred out.
Oh, it's like cable in the 80s. Got it.
Yeah.
Like the WHT. Remember WHT?
It's like watching Cops.
No, I didn't have any W stations out here.
All the good stuff's blurred out.
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
West of the Mississippi, everything's K something.
Cops with a K.
That one got copyright.
No. Radio stations and TV stations didn't start with a W on this side. They all start with the letter K in their call letters, and then east of the Mississippi, it starts with a W.
It looks like 2023 is starting off with a bang with me with all my copyrights again.
Oh, good for you.
Well, I mean, you did steal
I really appreciate the fact that you take all the attention so that way the rest of us can skirt under the radar.
I don't believe I have one video up there this year that doesn't have a copyright strike against it.
Yeah, I've watched them. I see why.
What do you do in your videos?
It's what I don't do in the videos.
It really is. You just straight take things and put it on your channel.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Listen, I look at it like this. Who cares? They're going to give them the monetization anyway. So who cares? I'll take whatever I find, put it on there. That's it. What are they going to do to me? You know, take my channel down? Who cares?
Exactly.
I got like a million other alias Googles I could make another channel with.
That's right. You could always make the new Comic Journey.
Exactly.
The new.
Comic Journey 2, Electric Boogaloo.
We'll do a lot of new.
Oh.
Plus, I've been having people freaking screw with me right now. I'm telling you, somebody's screwing with me. I've been saying this for months. Somebody's screwing with me in my channel. I don't know if it's hacked. I don't know what it is. One day, this is crazy. The past couple of days, I jumped up to like 1,000 subscribers. Then I jumped down to 200 subscribers. Then I jumped down to 400 subscribers. Then I jumped down. It's somebody's screwing with me. I'm telling you.
You went up to 1,000?
You have no idea what the hell is happening to my channel. Somebody's screwing me in. The joke's on them. I can't even monetize my channel. I got so many freaking copyright strikes. I wish.
Jokes on
You know, that's the funny thing. So, like, what the hell? Like, why are you screwing with me?
You know, it's only 7:50 in the morning there, Deep Piercy, if you're on the East Coast. For some of us,
Real time.
It's 4:50 in the morning. Or Matt
That's
Spike,
that's
hit him with Australia time.
11:50 p.m.
Oh, it's not that late. God, why are you bitching like you're so tired if it's not even the next day yet?
It's freaking koalas.
Not even the next day
That's why.
yet.
I mean, look, to be honest, you and I were both on the same day right now.
For the moment. For the next
For the
moment.
moment, yeah.
Right.
It's all that eucalyptus they. That's why you get
It's
all
like-
narcoleptic and everything.
Shut up, racist.
How am I racist? How am I racist?
What? What did I miss?
This took a weird
What did
turn.
I do?
That reminds me, I have to look. I haven't seen my
Not you, Tom,
freaking
the
what
other
did I
Comic
do
Journey's
shirt company.
racist?
I don't know why. Why? Because like
You don't know why you're racist?
I give information about koalas. I don't get it. I don't get it. Why? Because I have an affinity to talk about koalas and kangaroos. I don't know.
I've never heard a racist not say that they're not racist, just say they don't know why they're racist. So, I mean,
It's
it's a
basically
different
admission.
defense.
Well,
I don't know why.
I'm being accused, so explain to me why. That I don't know. What am I supposed to
No
do?
explanation needed.
I'm gonna try to explain why you're not.
That's a weird way to argue something.
Hashtag cancel comic journey.
Don't worry about it.
Remember,
Joke's
you're
on
guilty
us,
till
right?
proven innocent.
Nobody will ever want to cancel me because you know what? They'll miss me too much. Everybody needs a
okay.
bad guy.
Maybe my order didn't go through. I could have sworn I placed an order 2 weeks ago for a stupid Urkel.
You've been
Shirt,
very quiet, Mark. Happy New Year, by the way.
Oh, Norin
Oh.
said, "Hey, what's with Joker being pregnant?" I would have never read that anyway because I never read the backup stuff. So I would.
People are
I
so
don't-
stupid with that pregnant
I don't
story.
pick up that stupid comic anyways.
It's not. He's not
It's
pregnant.
stupid to you,
It's like
Mark,
some-
not to other people.
No, I
it's
just think it's stupid the oversaturation of Joker because that was one of the things that they announced at Comic-Con. And I'm like, was sitting there waiting on DC announcements last year from Comic-Con, which was light, and they were just announcing Batman the video game tie-in prequel book, new Joker series. Now that everyone's sick of the other Joker series, I'm like, this is getting dumb.
Was there some sort of controversy with Whatnot or something going on at the moment?
Only always. Next topic.
Yeah.
I actually read that Joker book. It's like a stupid, goofy throwback to one of these like Silver Age, Golden Age comics.
Hey,
You know where they used to make
Maybe it was an attempt at one.
it kind of, but you know what? It's not what you think it is. Unless you read it.
It's not Zatanna putting a spell on him and him getting pregnant, vomiting up a mud monster baby while Dr. Phosphorus is up his ass trying to give birth to it. That's not what it is.
It doesn't
Be a
come out of his
Gotham.
ass.
Is that not what it is, CJ?
He
That'd be
pukes
better.
it out. It doesn't come out of his ass. I was
That's
expecting.
what I just said. He pukes it up while Dr. Phosphorus is up his ass trying to deliver it. But
Yeah,
that's
well,
not what happened.
it's kind of
I feel like that's exactly what happened.
well, it's
Just
just
the Eminem cover
2023
again.
version of one of these silly Silver Age comics.
Yeah, I don't know what fucked up Silver Age comics you were reading.
Oh,
It'd be better if it
you
was-
obviously haven't took a good look at them because there's some Batman issues from the 50s and 60s that are really warped.
I haven't read it, but just you explaining it just sounds silly. It doesn't really sound like anything.
It doesn't.
It wasn't making a statement.
Yeah,
From
exactly.
what
That's my
from-
point.
Yeah, I think that's what the point you're making.
Yeah, it's not like one
It's
of these
just
woke books or
dumb.
anything like that. It's just a goofy freaking book.
Yeah, doesn't mean it's good, but
I didn't say it was good.
no, I know, but I think people are taking it as a statement, and
Listen, anybody going and buying a DC book these days, thinking they're going to get something good, you're going in with false expectations. There you go.
Burke said the Eminem cover with the anti.
Yeah, I think he was telling me.
I don't know what he
I
said.
thought it was
Oh,
something.
the Javon
Oh.
Jordan one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I knew about that. I just thought it was something newer.
The Eminem homage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, as far as I know, that
only
I've
that.
had explained to me, that is literally just a character in the book. So there's nothing to even think twice about.
Yeah. No, I've been in this conversation. I thought it was something a bit
It would
newer
be the
because
same as if if Hitler was in there with a swastika on his arm. Like that's a person. Doesn't mean like it. It's a character, you know. If you're going to use it in the book, it's in the book.
Speaking of people that don't sleep, Norrad's up too now. This guy's always up everywhere.
Yeah, I don't know. What was in a back of story in? Was it in?
Joker.
Oh, okay. I'm not even bothering. I don't think I'm picking up that book anymore either.
Me neither. So Marcus,
I said I was gonna get 1 through 5, and that's it. It's up to 4. So
It does have those awesome Bermejo B covers though.
that's
don't
why.
it? Yeah, they're freaking gorgeous.
Yeah.
And I'm happy I got it because if I would have been scrambling trying to get that Christmas cover.
Yeah, the one with
I
the
wasn't
little
on my pull.
kid dressed as Robin.
Yeah.
Probably,
I was really happy I had that on my pull list.
probably
did.
one of the creepiest covers ever made for Christmas.
Yeah.
Love it.
I did CJ, I did post today that that High Republic with the remark, and I posted a second picture with that on that post that's a close up high res on it, so you can
Awesome. I want to
see
check
the
that
detail.
out. I was admiring it on that video you put up there, and I really want
Yeah, it's hard to do. It's hard to see it on the video. It doesn't really kind of come as clear as when you get to see it on a high res image. It's
especially because it's grained ink.
yeah,
Really, really nice stuff. Really, really nice stuff.
it's the craziest freaking remark I've ever seen. That's for sure.
I'm not going to say it was worth the wait, but hey, at least you got something really good after being
Right.
After to wait a million years for it. So
Well, and the fact that the book did come back in 9.8, which is what I had hoped, right? Because I knew ahead of time, since it was one of only 600 retail set copies available, and for that book, those one out of 600s are pretty expensive, and the I knew it had a little flaw on it that wasn't going to make it. It was going to knock it down, and so to be able to cover it up with the remark and get the 9.8, that freaking makes it. Because if I ever want to move that book's.
You must have the patience of the donkey.
Covering
Honestly,
up a defect with a remark, how is that different than color touch, Rob?
Oh, the difference is that the color touch is you're intentionally trying to modify the book but still make it look like the original, versus a remark is separate art that's done. And so they don't count it.
They weren't able to see the
answer
defect.
is the person who does it.
Yep, exactly. And what's being done, instead of trying to make it look like the original cover, you're drawing something else on top of it. Yep. That's exactly it. They can't see it, but because they know that there's supposed to be ink there, it doesn't get searched. When you look for it with a black light, you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know. So versus when you're seeing a regular book and you look with a black light and you all of a sudden see that someone's touched it up with a marker, you go, oh well, that's been retouched, right? So
well,
the person I heard this from was the first time I ever heard of this was Greg Horn. He was when I got my Venom 25 where he did the homage of the first War Machine, but with Virus. He did this limited cover, which had this remarks on it where he wrote over it where it said Virus, like in this drippy spray paint over it, and had his remark and all this other stuff. And he had all these little drip marks all over the place. And he was saying in his interview while he was doing them, he said, yeah, I just kind of look at the books at anywhere where I think that there might be something where CGC might try to ding these guys, I put a drip over it and stuff, so that way the fuck CGC.
well, theoretically, anything that's been written on, whether it's signed or drawn on, can't really be a mint book. It really can't.
It can be. The book can be mint for sure.
Well, it can, but it's not original to out of the production. Like,
that's why I said they have it signed.
But you got to keep in mind, also, like if you send in Golden Age books, for example, to any quality control company, they're going to look at it with rigorous standards and a fine-tooth comb, but it's not the same standards or the same comb that they use for a modern book. It's the same thing when you send in something signed or remarked. Like they're starting with that assumption, like it's signed. Now beyond that, because it's a different scenario.
The signed book is really the same thing as a qualified book. The only difference is that they watched it. Is that they watched? Well, no, they saw it be signed.
Yes. But it's also who signed it. If you get Joe Schmo to sign something,
right.
Dude, like.
Well, but what they're saying is the book. Yeah, we'll say if it wasn't for this writing on this cover, it's a 9.8.
Mm-hmm.
Well, theoretically, in my mind, like I'm old school when it comes to signing and stuff like that. I like it. I like getting sketches and stuff like that. But I wouldn't be able to, like, if I was grading, I wouldn't be able to give anybody a grade past 9.4, 9.6 on anything that's been written on anything that's
Well, you
been-
would if that was the company you were working for, and that was the grading scale you would.
Well, again, Jeremy, it's like that.
If I
This
went
is
through,
like Rob said, it's a 9.8 outside the signature. Like if you see a signature on a book, like in your case, when you see that 9.8 signed book, you know that's a 9.4, 9.6 in your mind. It's no different. They're just they believe the same thing you do. They're just assigning a different number than you would. Like it's a 9.8 book that's been written on.
exactly, yeah.
Yeah, like no one disagrees with that. Like,
Yeah, but it's weird. It's weird. It's weird the way they put it together, especially when they go with the green labels and the yellow labels.
mhm.
I think
Yeah,
it's
it's just the difference is that you'll pay extra so they can have somebody watch it.
yeah.
Rob,
Well,
do you like to pay extra for someone to watch?
Oh, it all depends. I mean, it's not really my kink, but whatever.
well, I usually have them pay me extra to watch, but
Yeah. Anyways, yeah,
Folks,
it did take a long time. I mean, it was really weird because it was that book. Basically, they sent it over to Italy, but then he brought it back and didn't do it until a year later, before he drew on it, did the remark and signature, which is really weird. And then the same thing with that Jenny Frizen book. It was obviously that Something's Killing the Children. The company either lost my book and had to replace it, or they completely forgot about getting it signed and had to wait till there was another signing event that they were at to get it re-signed and stuff. But
did you see
That's
Dale's
bullshit.
I know you did, Rob, but did everyone
Yeah.
else see Dale's unboxing video for his slabs? He pre-ordered some slabs from via a company, and they got sick of waiting on the grading service, so they switched grading services.
yeah, so that's funny.
Yeah.
I mean, some of the stuff when you send stuff to facilitators, especially when it was during the pandemic, and they're shipping books internationally. Those things can really take time depending upon the artist, because they're shipping it directly to the artist. Nobody's sitting there watching the artist. It's like it's this loophole in witnessing where it doesn't really need to be witnessed, as long as the chain of custody is the artist. Between the book only travels between the artist and the facilitator or CGC, and then they go, okay, the chain of custody, it's all good. Same thing as if it was witnessed, but which is kind of a different story altogether. But they would ship these things overseas, and they all get stacked up at this guy's house. He's a working artist. He's got other work that's paying him real money that he's got making his livelihood off of. And so sometimes they don't feel like doing a billion signatures and doing this or that, and they sit there and for a while, and then eventually they finally get done and maybe sent back, and then they got to go through pressing and cleaning, or so it can take a while. And I've had some books that have taken 2 years to get done that way, and it's
did you call them out on their bullshit with that whole signing it months after?
so which one on Something's Killing the Children?
Well, it happened to you twice in the same package.
Right. So the Something That's Killing the Children, that one I haven't actually I haven't had a chance to speak to my facilitator on that one to understand why it was like that. And my assumption is that they forgot to, like I said, either they forgot to get it signed at the show and they had to wait for another show to get it done, or they lost the book and they replaced it, which is fine. If they did that, they replaced it with a 9.8 signed book, the exact same book. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, but no excuse, no apologies, no nothing.
Oh no! When I email and ask them about it, I got apologies about it. And just let me find out about it and stuff. I have a really good relationship with the facilitator for the Jenny Frizen one. They're my primary facilitator for most everything. Almost everything they do is really quick. So the fact that they had one that took longer, that I'm willing to forgive it, because he's so good about everything else and has taken care of me on a lot of things. The facilitator that the Cameron Coley went through, that one, he was very responsive. I don't use them very often, but they were responsive all the time and kept telling me, hey, it's with the collector. And then as soon as they found out that the artist hadn't actually even done it, when he came over here a year later, they didn't try to hide it. They just told me, hey, we just talked to him and he hadn't even done it yet. And we're really sorry. And they offered me, how can we make this right? And we're going to cover your shipping for you and this, that, refund you your shipping costs and some of these other stuff. So, they took care of it. There's other guys that aren't like that it's pulling teeth from. And I don't, and that's why I kind of, when I post my list on my link tree of upcoming signing events, I typically only list ones with facilitators that I currently use that I feel it might take some time depending upon who's getting the signature. You're at least going to get good customer service.
Good customer service.
Yeah. And that's important to me because I've spent much of my life working in customer experience and consulting people on consulting customer experience.
So does Rob's. At least the ones on his link tree.
Well, that was pretty vulgar for the morning.
Well, that's Lady Fantastic.
This is a child-friendly show that we're on. I thought we got past all the degenerate night shows. That's awful.
Sometimes you got to start your Friday off right.
I thought it was going to be coming on to a nice like PGG version show today. Well, that went out the window. Thanks a lot, Spidey. It's all your fault.
It kind of is.
So, Spidey, did you get 1 or 2 packages?
I think I don't know, because there's a few packages sitting there on my bed. Oh, because I only just nicked home today to help my mate with with some stuff, and I had a quick look at my room and went, "Oh crap, there's a few parcels there."
Fantastic! You don't have a chance in hell to take me down. I'm telling you, you're barking up the wrong tree. Yeah, you have no idea what the gaggles and gaggles of journites behind me will do to support me. You have no idea. She really thinks
They're like Smurfs.
She really thinks she's going to defeat me. She really thinks she's going to defeat me on the hunt for my intergender title. There's not a chance in hell. No
anyway, before I was rudely interrupted.
No mercy.
I'm pretty sure there was 2 there because I could see, like, because I know what your style of box sort of looks like with the envelope with the UPS bloody thing in it. The
comic bag that has the poly bag that I use as to put the commercial invoice in.
Yeah, that thing.
Yeah, because they got to be able to access the commercial invoice and.
So I'm pretty sure I saw 2 boxes there. So I think they're both they're both arrived.
So. Good, excellent.
Thank you very much.
Jesus, Fantastic is freaking violent. She wants to drink my blood too. Yeah, listen. You know what this is filled with? You have no idea what this is filled. This is filled with all my victims from the past. You have no idea. You're barking up the wrong tree. I'm telling you.
Morning, Matt.
Victims of what?
Well, you have to watch my channel to find out what it's filled with.
Copyright strikes.
Yeah, I'm not gonna give him any copyright strikes. I'm gonna be
no. You're the victims of copyright strikes.
Yeah,
it's the blood of all the people you've copyrighted or taken copyrighted material from.
It's gonna start turning purple soon. We're gonna charge to play from all the mixtures of bloods in there. But yeah, she doesn't know what she's in for. Yeah, just in case you guys don't know what we're talking about, we're gonna have a major main event on the hunt coming up. We don't know. It hasn't been done yet. It's gonna be like real hardcore pay-per-view. She apparently wants to, lose to me for my intergender title, and I'm undefeated. So
right there, Mr. Kaufman.
There's not that's my name on the. It's going to be my name. Everybody has a name.
So you're going on Tony Sanders' show.
Yeah. Well, Biggie's setting it up. He started it. He instigated it. So no, and I will win. No, I'm not a saboteur, Marcus. I am not a saboteur. I am the beacon light of the comic community. That's what I am. You know, I'm here, and I'm here to make you all better. That's what I am here for.
The Jesus of the comic community? What? Comic Jesus? Is that what CJ stands for?
Perhaps, perhaps, perhaps. You're gonna weep. Look at that shit. Look at you. You're blah, 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 yeah, blah, 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 yeah, just like all women. Blah, 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 talking. I'm telling you. I am not gonna have any mercy on you just because you're a woman, just because you're female. I will give you a suplex. You will see what's gonna happen in the hunt. You will be knocked from rope to rope. No mercy. No mercy. I'm telling you. Equal. What was it, Spidey? He called me racist, whatever. I am not a sexist. I beat up women and men equally. Everybody's gonna. I will tell you. You're gonna be in for it. Don't get me started. It's early in the morning. I got to go to work in a little bit. You don't. Maybe I need to get high strung for work so I could have extra energy for the day. But I'm telling you this much. I'm not gonna get started. I'm gonna be okay. All right. I'm save it for the ring. Okay.
There you are, folks. And what day is this episode?
I don't know. It hasn't been.
JB.
Oh,
We're building up. We're building up the attention so we could have a high pay-per-view ticket.
Got it.
Put it.
And a date to be named later.
Yeah. But it's gonna
Got
come.
it. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Justin Birch.
What the hell is with over? What is that? What is that supposed to mean? Ovaries in full range? Is that like some kind of woman lingo? I don't know what
You
that.
don't know what ovaries are?
Her ovaries are full of rage.
Oh, full of range. I thought in full rage. Full range, like chicken.
No, there's no N. It's just RAGE.
Okay, she's got full raging ovaries.
Yeah, who doesn't?
Well, you put those ovaries to bed because I'm telling you, you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose. Hello, Justin. How are you?
I'm
He's
well.
here for
How
the
are you?
ovaries. Yeah.
How would you like? How would you like Journey to get one for the men for once? Huh? And shut
To get one from the men for one?
What?
And shut up one of the cackling hens. I'm telling you this much. I'm telling you.
Don't
I'm
answer
telling you
that
this
question,
much.
Justin.
I'm
whatever you
doing
do.
this for all the men. I'm gonna beat her with no mercy, and you're gonna see what's gonna happen. Just because she's got big mouth.
You heard it here, folks. CJ's going to beat women.
And,
Yeah.
and she's flaunting her ovaries all over the place. I'm telling you. Who do you think you are, ovary shaming everybody? I'm telling you this much. I will win. I will win, and you will lose, and you will see. You will be embarrassed. Justin, how are you? Good morning.
I definitely regret some life decisions right now.
Waking up and hopping on the stream.
Definitely at the top of the list.
How's
Definitely.
your statue sales going?
Slow. So I haven't sold. I've sold one hot toy, but I'm doing well selling stuff, non-hot toys on eBay.
Oh, okay.
Go figure.
Yeah,
Why the
I
hell
like.
are you using big words? What the hell is a pejorative?
I liked your. Can you mute him?
She uses big words because she's educated.
I saw your post of all the Spidey slabs you got from Rob, and it's like I bought these before I was going for my ASM one. I love that post.
Well, hey, I said he mentioned that he was going to start working on his run, and I told him, I said, I have some duplicates. I'll give you a deal. He's told me which ones he was interested in. I gave him a not on eBay cash direct friend deal, and
he went, thank you very much.
Yeah,
I did. Yes.
and then he goes, well, I got to wait. I can't do it right now. And I said, that's fine. They're just sitting here right now. I hadn't listed them anywhere. So I was like, I can continue to not list them anywhere yet. And it's just set them aside. So
Not yet, DJ.
Then he was blown away apparently by the fact that 2-day shipping is 2-day shipping.
Yeah. Across country. Like that I'm not used to that.
It's called priority mail. It's 2 to 3 days, depending upon how close you are to a major postal hub.
That's a myth.
And I dropped those off at the post office myself.
Rob
So-
is always quick.
Yeah,
And,
mine is always super quick.
Rob sent me mail, and then 2 weeks later sent me other mail, and then they both showed up 2 weeks after that with one of them with tire marks on it.
Mark's was weird, but then I think that was sent regular mail instead of the priority mail.
Rob sent me a couple of parcels, and the quickest one I think was 5 days, and the longest one I think was 8 days.
Oh yeah, well those ones because those I sent via UPS because the UPS I paid a little bit more for them because it was going to be UPS was 5 to 10 business days to deliver versus the first class mail was going to could be up to 4 weeks, and I didn't want, since the one box had food product in it, even though it's all fine, it's just more of like temperatures in Australia and everything else. I didn't want it sitting around for 4 weeks getting all melty.
Going from hot to hot.
Well, we're not. We're just at this time of the year. We're just kind of cool
in the middle.
Yeah, but it's all of a sudden like. But I know you guys are in summer, so I don't need a box that has chocolates in it sitting in a back of a lorry in the Australian desert, sun. During the middle of summer and expect it to get there and not be like, oh, I got
it just changes the way
puddle,
you
I got a puddle of chocolate.
Oh, JB, how's your Hot Toys liquidation going?
Yeah, I just asked him that.
I've only sold one Hot Toy.
Which one?
I've been doing really well selling non-Hot Toys on eBay.
Which Hot Toy did you sell?
So I saw, you can't even see it. The PS4 Spider-Man.
You didn't.
I thought you were going to say the Darth Maul because a lot of people seem to be interested in the Darth Maul one.
No,
yeah, but the PS4 Spider-Man has spec.
By the way, people, I'm going to tell you something. I'm not going to keep addressing this. Because I'm not going to make a hostile takeover over Legion comics. I'm going to be respectful to the channel. And I'm not going to dominate the freaking panel and keep talking. But what I'm going to tell you this. If you catch me on one of my live streams and you have any little cackling to do, you come on. You come on when I'm and I have the power of mute on my own channel. So I will not let you talk, and I will tell you everything about everything I have to say. So you could come onto my stream, and you could. Oh, you're not gonna win anything. I'm telling you this, and no kicking in the crotch, because I will kick women in the crotch just as much as they can kick the men. I have no problem. I'm gonna tell you that much. I'm an equal kicker. No, but it's not only the men. Women hurt too if they get kicked in the crotch. So I'm going to tell you something. Don't do that. Okay? So I'm going to tell you something. Don't keep doing this. Don't keep doing this. No. None of that, because you're going to lose. Facing the journey is only a losing battle. I could assure you. There's nothing to be gained out of that.
Whoever wins gets to kick the other in the crotch. Is that the deal?
I don't know. They're telling me about kicking me in the crotch and putting me into orbit. I don't know what. But I'm going to
most amazing statement that said nothing.
Oh no, DJ.
No. I'm not GQ. No.
Anyone caught Thorough the other night? I know Journey did because I saw you in the chat.
I've been on that show too. Everybody wants me for ratings. I came here because I'm nice. I gave you my ratings for free here. But everybody else, they have to pay me fees. By the way, you owe me my fees though from Black Comics.
It's coming.
Yeah, it's coming. Yeah, just like Roscoe. It's coming. But yeah, no. What we're talking about, DJ Links, is the upcoming main event that's going to happen on the Hunt. That's what we're talking about. Now, we're not talking about real GQ fighting and stuff like that. It's good old-fashioned shaming each other. And
that was the worst stream of all time. We don't have to get into it, but I just want to say that
it was bad. It was really, really bad.
That was horrendous.
I'm only going to say one thing about that stream because that was the hot topic of the week.
Will you say two things?
Yeah, I could say three things too, but I will say one thing about this. I will only say this, though. It got really, really off the it got really wrong when they started talking about people with cancer and like faking it and stuff like that. It got really, really bad.
Dude, it was bad
I
before
I
they
couldn't
even started
appreciate that in
talking.
any way.
Marcus, you'll just have to go back and watch it. It's the same stuff as always. There's nothing. It really had nothing to do with Thorough. It was the two other guys
Oh,
that
it was
were
like
on there.
it was like he put him on there. Fight.
Yeah, and it was the worst thing I've ever
We had
seen.
one douchebag.
Anybody willing and like they don't see the problem with doing that or how they look or how they're like can recognize their own behavior, that says it all. Like you don't need to know anything else about the stream. We have two guys willing to come on here and fuss at each other about comics.
It was a lot more than that. It was bad. It was really bad.
It got cringy bad. And coming from me,
it was literally like watching Maury and watching like two chicks rip each other's hair off.
Yeah, it's bad. No, it was well. I'm not gonna provoke it. Forget it. I'm not even gonna say anything because I said while I was watching that stream, I threw a couple comments and I lit people up even more. So I'm like, let me stop. I'm not gonna.
Dude, it didn't matter. Everyone was.
I'm not gonna.
You were just another one doing it, man.
I'm not gonna encourage it. I made a point of not giving it any more like serious attention. But what I will say is something, if you're sitting and arguing with people about stupid comic books and stuff like that, and you're gonna make it real personal with people,
dude, it was a lot more than comic books.
You gotta take a good look at yourself in the mirror and say, what the hell's wrong with me?
Dude, it was a
because
lot.
comics aren't that serious and they're mad about comics, so they're making it personal because you can't sit there and just insult people about comics. So they took it personal.
It was all personal.
Personal stuff about each other.
It was like more personal than I ever thought it could get.
It's like me telling Marcus over there how bad the Chiefs suck and everything, like how the Bills are gonna kick the crap out of them this year and so on, and him taking it on another level. It's all fun. It's sports, it's comics, it's cards. It's just don't involve Pokemons. We don't want to hear anything about Pokemons because then it gets
Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, well, then it gets vicious.
Yeah, right.
Then it gets personal. We do not get these Pikachus involved because once you get the Pikachus involved, it starts getting really, really, really personal.
Why am I catching strays? What channel was this? It's Keep It Thorough. He goes live a lot at night, and how do you describe it, Mark?
Rants.
Here, I'll explain the purpose.
Yeah,
it's like my channel, just angrier.
Thanks, Dan.
It's a lot angrier. Like a lot angrier.
Dude, it's not like your channel at all. In my opinion. It is like your channel if it was dumped into the middle of the ocean and went to the bottom.
People already said it. It's like Maury or Jerry Springer of the comic community. If any one
really
person is mad about any one thing in the world in comic books, he goes live for 17 hours venting and bitching about that topic.
It's weird that I just happen to click on it too, because I don't click on it very often. I want to say like once a month. And I was like just looking for something to watch, and he was live, and I clicked on it at the perfect time, or maybe the worst time. It was
everybody under the moon was on that channel at that time. Whoever was up,
dude. There was like 200 people watching. There was 200 people watching when I turned it on.
I'm out of it.
It was crazy.
People wanted to watch two grown men fuss and bitch at each other about comic books and pretend like they're gonna fight.
Yeah, the one guy said he wanted to fight like 100 times. He was like, "Let's go fight." Like, I haven't heard that since like middle school.
Well, it was again like Mark. If you really want to talk about it out here, I'll talk about it. I really don't want to give it. I don't want to give it the attention on your channel. You know what I'm saying?
I don't care what y'all do, man.
I made a conscious point of not making it a conversation on my channel because if it does, it's going to really get off the rails. And I don't want to. I just got really pissed when I heard people calling each other whether you like Nick or you don't like Nick that was on that
I
show.
don't even know any of these people.
I don't know either one of them really.
Well, he's whether you know them or don't know them. The guy had cancer. The guy lost like 100+ pounds over I don't know how long. Is he a nice guy? I don't know him. Is he a bad guy? I don't know him. Doesn't matter. You're not going to poke things and start telling the guy we fake cancer. And the guy was in a deathbed. You know, that's where I took it a little bit like seriously. You talk about.
I mean, kudos to Thoro for having the ability to host these things because 200 people watching. People clearly like watching a train wreck, and he's got the patience to put these on. Because I've seen his show here and there, and he doesn't get like over emotional and invested in it like the people he has.
I think this is the worst job he's done of the ones I've seen personally, but he did all right, I guess. It was terrible.
I popped in for a second to watch one of his was when Nerdy Girl came on there after C3.
Yeah, I thought that was a great one. I thought she was great on there.
I've been on his panels before a couple of times, and I guess he puts me on there because I don't agree with anybody on that channel. So he lets me. I really do. I really think he puts me on there because, like, everybody has their opinions, and I don't agree with them, and then I just won't let them talk. And I guess he likes that. So I go on there, and everybody's got their opinions. Everybody's got their agendas on there, and whatever the case is. And when you call them out, the funny thing is there's so many holes in everybody's stories. So when you call out one or two things in there, it all falls apart, and in his chat just like goes ballistic in there. So it's a great chat. It's a great chat to like throw little sparks in to get them enraged, you know. So that's why he has a great following. You know, he knows what he's doing. He's a smart dude. You know.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just the negativity.
He's tapping off other people's. How does Market put it? Manufactured outrage.
That's all it is. People love it. People love the negativity. That's all it is.
DJ Links had him on in the mix when he was having like random rotating people early on. And I'd never seen his channel or anything in the conversation thing when Jim Mint was in the chat trying to get off of his social media.
No, it's been Thoro's thing from the get go. I mean, he's a New Yorker. He's an angry New Yorker. I'll take from it.
There it is.
I think lip support, even though he does angry things. You know, I like.
No, I don't think he's a bad guy or anything.
I like him.
Yeah, I don't either.
Just not the channel for me.
Everybody has
existed and ran and succeeded for a year of the comic community.
I can't be that passionate about everything.
I said I can't be that passionate about anything.
Oh yeah,
I'm too tired from the things I have to do.
If I put if I put a video up that, like, if I advertise that I'm going to do a stream tonight, let's say I'm going to do a stream tonight and I want to do an Insomniac, and I say my highest rated video. Why?
Yeah, test it. See if you get like 6.
I usually get, so that works out perfect.
They eat it out.
They eat it out. Yeah, I call it. They want negative stuff. They want drama. They fuels them. They love it. You're right. I think you're right. Like, Thoro is a stand-up dude. That's why I like
what DJ. I think so too.
Him.
Just the little I've seen him just talk about stuff. He seems like a really cool guy. Somebody I'd get along with, but he just is around all the negativity all the time.
Well, if he's found a way to monetize other people's negativity, but there's constructive ways and destructive ways to do that. And I don't watch his channel enough to know what he does with it. Because I mean, if you have people on acting a donkey and then try to rationalize through it and come to some kind of conclusion, or just have them on acting like a donkey, like you're just putting on the show for people and do nothing with it. That's just.
I'll tell you what Thor.
I don't think it's normally like that. This last one was next level bad.
No, it's not. This past week wasn't like his normal thing, but he knows he's honed in on psychology. He knows how to poke at certain things and just like sit back and let it see it play itself out. He's smart. He knows how to run it. Now, it's not for everybody. Don't get me wrong. People that are not into like being angry and stuff like that, they're not going to watch it.
Not into like being angry. JB, I know you're an angry guy. I got a channel for you.
But me, I'm a freaking amused to hell with it. I like it. I don't know. As long as it doesn't get personal, you know.
That was the whole stream that time, man, was personal. It was too personal.
Well,
Way too
that's why I
personal.
got upset about it.
Yeah.
That's why I got upset about it, because it got too personal. You know, but you know, if you want to talk about somebody going stealing an artist stealing another guy's wife, hey, go at it. It's the guy's fault for posting it on social media and telling everybody about it.
I don't know why he did that. Nobody would have known if he didn't say
Like,
it.
seriously, what the hell is wrong with the guy?
I don't- I don't know. I don't know if it's his
deflate.
fault.
He thought it was going to deflate off of the acetate gate. So he's like, "Oh, let's get some sympathy from everybody that this guy stole my wife." You're a moron. You're a moron.
People already didn't like him. Like that was just he was asking for trouble there.
You just pissed the entire community off with your acetate bullshit, and then you turn around and say, "Oh, Clay stole my wife." You moron! What the hell are you doing,
Dude,
be quiet.
Yeah, I agree with Justin. It wasn't his fault, but that was really not a good call. He was looking for sympathy, and
that's how I feel about
nobody was going to give him.
I'm
sympathy.
not your therapist. Shut the hell up.
And when we've got like professional trolls like Marcus here in the chat and a few other people, people are just going to run with it, and it became. I felt bad for him, but all the memes and stuff. How can I not think it's funny?
I didn't feel bad. I didn't feel bad for him at all. I didn't make memes about him, but I had no problem talking about it if anybody brought it up in a panel. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
No, but what the hell? Yeah. Please stop making fun, getting on my case about the acetate. You know what happened? My wife left me for Clay and Crane. Moron. You know, not only do I not like you for being a douche with your acetate thing, now I have no respect for you because you're sitting and sniveling about your wife being taken away. Guess what? If she left you, Clay, I think it's a you thing. I think it's you thing. It's got to be a you thing. It's not anybody else thing. You know. It's I don't know. It's people. I don't understand why people pull out their like personal and like dirty laundry and bring it out on social media.
Because people who've grown up with it now, they seem to think that social media is their replacement of A, their therapist, and B, they seem to think that we give a crap because somebody liked somebody else's fucking picture of their baby or something.
Yeah. When somebody does something stupid like that,
I do like this change of topic conversations they're trying to throw out here in the chat. You know, some of the stuff there.
I can give you 1.5 billion change of topics.
Yeah, because I mean, although CJ said he wasn't going to go on about this and change this and dominate the thing, everything else. I've stopped paying attention, to be perfectly honest, because you've derailed the whole fucking thing and gone on about shit you weren't going to go on about.
Well, that was because he was like encouraged to in his defense. I wouldn't normally ever defend Comic Journey. He doesn't need it. He can dig his own grave. But yeah,
that
wasn't on him.
Listen, I got off of me beating the crap out of Lady Fantastic on the hunt. I ended that conversation. Didn't I say I was going to end that conversation? I ended that conversation. I got off to the thorough thing. We got off that, and now I'm getting off the Clayton Crane thing.
All right, Rob, can you read this and go with this?
I'm building an office and going to have a nice little.
My bad.
Yeah, to his earlier post in the thread where he was there. Wacky boy. What would you do?
We're starting with you, Rob.
Yeah, he said start with you.
I couldn't really change it much. My house is very small. I don't have a comic room.
Well, that's why I went to this one more than anything, because this gets into like how you get your slabs on the wall and all that kind of stuff.
Sure. I mean, I'd love to build an office where I'd love to take over one of the kids' rooms eventually and make an office out of it where I could have a studio with better recordings, acoustics, and wouldn't hear the dog walking across the hardwood floor and stuff like that. But fortunately, these things are just collector's mounts that you can buy. And some people use C channels or other type stuff, but you just double-sided command strips, put them up on the wall.
That's going to be my nickname when I meet Rob in person.
Command strips?
Collector mount.
Oh, okay.
Mount the collector.
Just peeked up.
Yeah, so I mean, you set up a laser level, and
I'm just waiting to put shelves up in here. I don't know what I'm going to do.
do they have recommendations for shelves that hold short boxes? Absolutely, Blue Hellion.
I think you should do
Warehouse racking. But then I have my stuff out in my garage where I can accommodate warehouse racking. Although,
yeah, you do.
they're available for sale. Would you like to buy some?
Except for that one.
The Cozy Coop is not for sale.
For the right price, it could be.
No, I'm not taking that for my daughter.
For the right price, you could get her too.
I'm open to negotiations.
For the right price, she could get it. She could upgrade. She could go electric and get a Power Wheel.
Buy a whole fleet of them. Wait, as long as I don't have to build.
Then you could claim your federal tax credit for buying an electric car.
I like that.
I think you're onto something here.
I have a mixture of shelving and Hellion. I do have warehouse racking. That obviously holds a lot when it comes to boxes. I've had some that I've built. And the key with building, the ones I've built will accommodate 4 boxes across. And what I do is, obviously you have them supported on the ends and on the back up against the wall. It has a cleat to keep sagging. And what I do along the front is, since I make it out of 3/4 inch particle board, is I then take another piece of 3/4 inch that's a strip that's about 4 inches wide that I then mount underneath it. So that way it's basically 1.5 inches thick along the front. That helps, that prevents it from bowing. It'll support that. And actually in one spot, it goes 2 boxes high. So it'll actually hold the weight of 8 short boxes.
He said
5-tier. He's a 5-tier filing cabinet for my books. So massive single storage piece. I have some vertical or some of the pull-out filing cabinets. I don't use them for my books because I like to keep them all in short boxes. So I'm fortunate. I have a garage. I live in California where I don't have humidity and other temperature extremes, so I can just store all my stuff in the garage and put up lots of racking.
He said racking.
Hey, I like racks. What can I say?
Oh man, I
Will it hold me? Yes, I do build everything. I overbuild everything, Burke. My dad taught me, when you build something, if it's worth building, it's worth overbuilding. So yes, you can. If you can fit in the shelf, you can sit there and sleep in it, no problem.
What you eating there, Spidey?
Oh, shapes. Nothing better.
Shapes. The hell's
Oh,
that?
yeah, it's an Australian snack. I think it's kind of like a cheese nip.
Cheese nip. Now, if I say something about that, he's going to call me a racist for calling out Australia.
They're like alphabets, only they're shapes.
Yeah, shapes. I think they're all the same shape, though, right?
Gary B actually tried the Vegemite versions of these.
Oh, that poor guy.
And if you tune in to Simon's channel, for us it'll be Sunday morning, so Saturday night, I'm assuming. He's been challenged to actually do the spoonful of Vegemite, and he's going to be doing it.
He is going to die.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, when Lee and I did the one where we brushed our teeth with Vegemite, I put like a very small amount and I threw up, and so did Lee.
And Lee's Australian.
Yeah,
And Lee looks like he would be able to take a good dose of Vegemite, and he couldn't even take it.
It's
No.
even for us, it's not easy to just grab a spoonful and do it. It's not that easy because it dries out your mouth
because
because
it
of the
tastes like
saltiness.
shit.
Yeah.
No,
Oh, I
it's
don't
not
mind
the
the taste.
saltiness.
It's just
It
the
tastes
amount of salt.
terrible.
Yeah, Home Depot's got some shelves. I just would stay away from the plastic shelves. You want metal shelving.
There you go, flashback.
Oh my god, I feel like it's one of those Saturday Night Light beds with the shelves. And what was that thing where they're building things on Saturday Night Light? You ever see that thing where they were talking about all different sizes of shelves?
I don't know, but it definitely won't. I don't recommend if you're going to put comics on it going wider than the 4 foot. Usually, most of the ones I do like if I can find the 42-inch, those are perfect.
That's what she said.
Yeah, she did say that, and I said, "Well, good luck." Barking up the wrong tree.
Burke, there is no Mount Rushmore in Australia, so
They just have a mount. It's a big red rock.
Just a big red rock, yeah.
Dracula.
What's that?
What's going on, Spooky?
Morning. How's it
Seen
going?
your trailer, bro.
Is it evening somewhere?
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
it's sunlight on the entire planet right now.
Yep.
It's
whole
morning
thing.
now, so
Yeah.
I'm just seeing Dracula this early. I've never seen him this early in the morning.
Oh yeah. I've done morning shows.
I have not seen you there this early myself. It's a little bit odd.
Well,
Yeah, actually, same here because usually you would be ending your streams, I guess, like a couple hours ago.
Yeah, or I might
Yeah.
be still running it like we did a couple of times this past week.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how the hell that happened, but hey.
Casual Dracula is a morning show.
Yeah, and an evening show.
Well,
And
I mean,
afternoon.
sometimes it goes in the evening, but it's really a morning show. It's intended for mornings.
It's best consumed first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As is Rob.
Yep.
I think Casual Dracula sounds like a show where I expect to see you kick back in some fuzzy slippers and a robe.
Yeah, I don't have either of those things. So if someone wants to AOK me,
what about a pipe?
Stickers and a robe.
Yeah,
And a
like a
pipe?
smoking jacket and a
And a pipe.
Yeah.
So like a hybrid Hugh Hefner Dracula kind of a thing?
Yeah.
I could see that.
Yeah, I could go with that vibe.
No, definitely no pants though.
No, you can't do the pants.
Yeah.
No pants.
That's how you know. That's how you can really, when you're standing there sipping your coffee in the smoking jacket, no pants, you really get the sense of a fresh morning air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's it's too cold here, so my smoking jacket is a parka.
Well, that just sounds like quitter talk.
How about your man playing Dracula?
Oh, Nick Cage. Yeah, I know.
That was like a dream of yours.
What? Is
Yeah,
he really
I
gonna
mean-
play Dracula?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Renfield. I watched the trailer came out yesterday. The movie, I don't know. I mean, it looks fine. It looks like it's like an action comedy sort of thing. I'm just there for. I'm gonna see it for Nick Cage, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need some good old-fashioned Nick Cage bombastic acting to make a film better. I'm just admiring how much Spidey's enjoying whatever the hell it is he's eating. He's just look at he's just like nibbling like
They're shapes, man. You've never had shapes?
no. What the hell's a shapes?
You haven't lived.
No, he's not
Tiny teddies. Oh,
Tiny
I bet those are
Teddy.
those are probably like our Teddy Grams, aren't they?
Teddy Grams.
Oh man.
The problem with like chocolate Teddy Grams is, yeah, they look exactly like them.
Louis.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Cage.
We
Yeah,
get
Cage
movies.
as Dracula. I am excited about that.
The
'cause I am a
problem
big-
we get here,
big
Spidey,
fan.
they come in a box, good sized box, and Teddy Grahams, and like I don't care what the box says. There's only one serving in a box. once you open it, that's it. You must.
Well, these
consume
are
it.
all the fun packs that like Beck will put in all the stockings and stuff like that. So I'm still going through stocking stuff.
Ah, oh, I gotta find. My wife said she got me some Reese's peanut butter Christmas trees somewhere, and I haven't found them.
Sniff them out, Rob.
What's the
Sniff
point
'em
of
out.
telling me you got me candy for
Yeah.
Christmas and then hiding it somewhere so I can't find it?
Speaking of those things, why do they look like poop? They're like poop shaped. They're not even. They're not even tree shaped. They're tasty as hell, but hey, they look like poop.
Yeah, the trees are a little too vague.
Well, I don't care what it looks
But
like.
my poop doesn't look like that, so I don't know.
Your poop doesn't look like that. How does your poop look like?
Not that.
How about you know,
There's-
enlighten us and tell us all about your poop,
More like a brick.
or like a brick.
I was
Yeah.
gonna guess like a sphere, like a perfect sphere.
A perfect sphere, like an
Wow.
egg.
Yeah,
like I
like
lay
an
a
egg.
perfect egg.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say pumpkin shaped, like the pumpkin shaped Reese cups. that you get
Oh
at Halloween.
yeah. You
Those,
have to get real good at
pretty good.
pinching to pull that off.
Oh yeah,
It's like that perfect pinch in the middle is tough.
No, you're just thinking of the shape of Tyler's ass. It's like an overripe pumpkin.
Yeah, that's probably what Justin was thinking.
Busted.
Dog foods.
Buffett's bar, like Jimmy Buffett,
Yeah.
or buffet.
No, like Jimmy Buffett. I think he was talking earlier about Jimmy Buffett earlier at 5 o'clock somewhere.
Oh,
So there is a Margaritaville bar. I think it's in Harrah's. I think it's in Harrah's.
Have fun.
Or at least it used to be, I think.
See how much silence you get when you stifle me from talking?
No, it's okay.
Oh shit.
well, like Jimmy Buffett
Like
always
the-
says, put
like
me
the-
in,
like-
coach. I'm ready to play.
Like
Silence
Depeche
is
Mode, we
golden.
enjoy duct tape is silver. I had a shirt that said that for my kids. It said silence is golden and duct tape is silver.
Well, I don't know what the hell I am. If I am what I eat, because you don't want to know what comes down, what I have on a daily basis.
We
I
see
need
the order
one of those
tacos.
T-shirts now, Rob, to AOK to CJ.
What T-shirt's that?
The silence is golden, but duct tape is silver.
You guys know that you can't handle me not talking. You need me to talk. You
Oh, I
you
know.
long for it.
Some of the best relationships on this planet are based on chloroform and Stockholm syndrome.
I forget what movie that's from, but it's like you need me. That's like what's going
You
through my head
want
right
me.
now.
You need me. It's
You
how it
need
is.
me. You need me up on that wall.
Yeah. There you go. Top
You're
Gun.
good, man.
No, if you're a good man.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are a few in that movie.
The other Tom Cruise Navy movie. Your client had a dime bag of oregano. He thought it was marijuana. My client's stupid.
Minority Report.
Sure, let's go with that.
Seriously, what would you guys do if I just decided to call it quits and say, "Hey, Journey's retiring. We're done with the kid." You would all crumble. You would crumble. You'd be like,
You're absolutely right. I could only slabs can't go on without you.
There'll be
How-
such a void in your lives.
Who would I say oh no to at night?
Yeah.
I think Google would actually sell off YouTube. So they'd have no one
I
else.
just get back to normal.
I would just reply. I would instead what I'll do is I'll just invite on Google and Alexa and Siri into a panel, and I'll have them all talk to each other.
What about
Rob,
Bing?
what would you do every time you try to go?
Cortana? Nobody
go
talks to
finger-
Cortana.
Oh God, I
What,
love
what would you
Bing.
do every time you go to finger those books on Only Slabs? And
Oh,
I'm
we'd
not
go,
around.
we'd go front to back instead of back to front.
And I'm not around.
Yeah.
I know a tear in your eye would come every time. You're like, "Where's Journey?"
Back to front, back to front.
You know?
Anyways, Rob, I don't think that's a good idea of allowing the two separate AI to talk to one another, because that's how you get Skynet. Eventually.
3 of them.
Yeah,
yes,
even worse. Yeah.
They learn from each other. Correct.
That could be dangerous.
I do frequently, like, they used to have things that you'd ask your virtual assistants these weird questions and have these nerdy answers. Like back in the day when I first got mine, I remember asking the thing like, what's the average flight speed of an unladen swallow, and it came back and asked me, I wanted African or European, and
damn it, that's what I was going to ask.
yeah, that's what Google responded. Or if you ask what's the meaning of life, the universe, and everything, and it's come back and said 42. Right. So but so then I would always ask every once in a while. I would say, hey, when is the AI or the robot conquering of the human race or something? And I can't tell you that. I was like, oh, great.
Will you be inviting Bixby to these panels?
Bixby.
That answer also implies that they already have a date set.
I know, exactly, right? Yeah, that's what I always love about it. It was always like perfect. I can't tell you that. It's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Bixby never gets any love.
As much as Cortana.
Well, Cortana is deep in some vault right now somewhere. Does Cortana even exist anymore?
Yeah, it's on every single freaking Windows computer, but nobody uses it.
Wow.
I only trust Bing. Yeah.
I used to use Cortana all the time. I used to swear by the Windows phones.
I like Bing because it doesn't talk back to me. It doesn't get uppity, like Siri.
But Siri, you need to smack around once in a while.
I don't have Siri, so I don't know. But yeah, I do have Google stuff all throughout, and it every once in a while starts to get a little voice, and I yell and scream at it and tell it it's an idiot, and then it apologizes.
I usually deal with Alexa, but she gets angry with me sometimes. That's the problem. She's got an attitude. Alexa's got a real attitude. Just like my navigation
I
system.
prefer Kit from Knight Rider. Sure.
I get into arguments with my navigation system half the time.
Just wait for the day they become Cylons.
Such freaking attitude. I miss a turn.
Although you got to
Turn
say
here.
Cybermen.
Turn
Then.
here.
What's that, Spidey?
I thought you were going to say Cybermen.
No, Cylons. Because cyber, it's actually a more apropos thing. The whole idea is that the Cylons used to be the tools of the Capricorns and everybody and the human race, and they got tired of working for them and revolted.
I was just thinking because obviously Cybermen used to be human, turned into robot.
Yeah, but it's different. That's different
drones,
versus this. In this case, the overthrowing and taking over and waging a war against you. There's some pretty scary things actually when with some of the AI stuff where AI decide. So if you go on YouTube and look at some of these reports and stuff on some stuff where people ask questions and basically like the AI comes back and decides, oh, I'm just going to kill you, and it's like, you're kidding, right? No, not really. Oh, shit. I never really did anything.
See, that's your mistake. First of all, you're doing AI searches on YouTube, which is owned by Google. The googly eyes are watching what you're searching, and you got problems in itself just because of that.
Well, that's why I just doubled down. I said they already know everything. I knew what difference does it make if I tell them any more?
Oh, they want to know what you're trying to dig in. Like they don't want you to learn. They do not like people to know things. That's the problem. They want you to know just enough.
Hey, Google at this point knows enough about me that they can replace me. None of you guys would ever know.
Well, you might be a replacement right now as we speak, and we don't even know it.
I'm not talking to you, Google.
How do we know that's the real, actual Dracula? Maybe it's actually not the actual Dracula.
Could you ever really be sure? No.
Maybe he's the real Dracula, parading as actual Dracula. Who knows? Who knows? It's a scary world we're living in.
No, he's the facsimile Dracula.
Yeah. Me, I could assure you I'm an original. For now. Until the googly eyes get me.
Mm-hmm. Well,
They're going to get
Mark,
me. Sooner or later, they're going to get me. They're going to catch up to me. I'm on the run, but hey, it is what it is.
What's up?
there's the start of at some point figuring out where a good place to have everybody gather one of those nights at the after the con.
Last year we went. There's a just like a little strip not far from there. And it's got there's like a cigar bar. I think we went to World of Beer and sat outside on the patio.
I'm seriously contemplating going.
There's some restaurants and stuff there that are in walking distance.
What is that? Is it Heroes Con?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Are you coming, Drac?
Not this year. I would love. I'm gonna try and go next year though.
But we're all going this year.
I'm gonna make a serious effort to try to go, but the thing is, when I go, will everybody run away from me? Will I be ostracized when I come there?
Probably. You should take your travel funds and just send them to Drac.
I'm okay with that.
Well, what if I come and I'm dressed as Drac?
Oh, that works. And boom,
that works.
Done. Yeah, done. That's it.
If you're okay with getting a facsimile,
that's a 2-for-1. Yeah, facsimile Drac.
Actually, yeah, I would love it if everybody runs out. That would give me content for days. I'll just run around my camera and see people run away from me.
Just put a shirt on that says "Not Actual Dracula,"
and I'll be Comic Journey for that weekend. I can do that. How hard is that, right?
Listen, my friend. Listen, my friend. This is not as easy as it looks. This is
I know.
years and years of honing and crafting a skill that not many people, their brains can't even gravitate.
What's
how
the skill? Excessive masturbation.
It all takes its place in it.
Okay.
I've gone through many arduous exercises in order to get these hands the way they are. It doesn't happen overnight.
I'm gonna start right now. Yeah.
It only happens with hard work.
I don't actually, AR, I really don't know that much about Green Lantern. I mean, I know of them, and I know the general premise from what I watch in cartoons and stuff, but I've never read any Green Lantern stuff.
I don't know anything about Doctor Who. I just remember that TV movie that came on in like the late 90s. He had his eyes clamped open for that scene. That's pretty much all I even remember from it. Oh.
I've watched a fair amount. Mostly the newer stuff. I've seen a fair amount of the old stuff just because, but I don't retain as much of that because that was stuff I watched when I was young as a kid on the PBS stations.
Harry Potter scarf back then?
There was no Harry Potter back then when I was a kid.
See, I never really had a big appreciation for Doctor Who, but after watching the parody Doctor Whore, I like that. So.
This guy, I tell you, this guy.
Good God.
Oh, great googly.
If you think that's not a real thing, think again. It is.
No, I'm sure. There's always something.
You have no idea all the wonders I've discovered over the past few months.
Hey, sleep deprivation makes life interesting.
Oh my God, you have no idea. No idea. Geo
All right,
Corpse.
I think
I
Green
like
Lantern
what's his name? My favorite Green Lantern is not Hal Jordan.
You seem like a Guy Gardner guy.
I'm not a Guy Gardner guy.
No, I'm like in real life.
No.
Sometimes I like to say Guy Gardner just to
Yeah, like he was based on
just
you.
because it irritates so many Green Lantern people. It's always like that. Sometimes I like to sit there and say, "Oh no, I love Guy Gardner. He's the best."
Does anybody like Guy Gardner? Anybody?
Yeah, for sure.
Why?
I don't know. Yeah, he's definitely fun. I have a hard time
I'd actually
understanding why
love
he
to
can
write-
be anybody's favorite. He doesn't have like, unless it's just for the laugh you get from him.
See, I would love to write a Guy Gardner and draw a Guy Gardner miniseries, 4-issue miniseries,
Then do it.
and I could probably.
When has copyright ever stopped you?
Exactly.
Yeah, you know what? Hey, you know what? I should start doing that. I should make up my own comics as continuation to comic books, the way I see them to be done.
I love
Yeah,
Guy. He
we'll do
punches
that.
everybody.
I'm an Alan Scott Green Lantern guy, but if you have to go with the core, which I definitely keep them would treat them separately. I'm a Hal Jordan guy.
I'm a Kilowog guy.
I love the costume for Alan Scott.
I like Kilowog.
I think Kilowog's awesome, but I think it's hard not to be a Hal Jordan guy just because the amount of content from each of the
he's
characters.
the
Hal definitely has the most content, so he's had the most opportunity to win people over, you know.
Well, he's like Barry Allen. He's the one that people know, right?
I like
Yeah,
Paradox.
it's really the only Green Lantern I'm familiar with because the only Green Lantern stuff I've really ever read was the Green Lantern, Green Arrow books.
I like Paradox. Hal Jordan.
Most of the
With
other stuff I
the
got
Flash,
wrong was the
though,
John Stewart stuff in the cartoons.
like with
And
the
then-
Flash, like Barry's like third on my list because I'm a Wally West guy, like through and through. That's who I grew up on. You know, Wally was the Flash, and like I grew up with him. He was Flash in comics and the cartoons and everything. So like,
How
I was
could you? How could
more,
you?
more
Barry
than,
Allen sacrificed.
more than familiar with Barry. Plenty of exposure to Barry, but Wally had an equal chance to win me over. You know, it is like I was like. It like had it Barry for years and years, and then they switched up on me. But I think Jay Garrett's an easy second for me. And
Jay
then-
Garrett got the best costume,
oh, hands
which
down.
I've always loved.
Yeah,
Well,
But because again, I didn't read the book, 100% of my exposure was Barry Allen, because that was who you had in the Super Friends. That's who you had in the John Wesley Ship TV show,
Mhm.
and so everything else. So it was always Barry Allen until very recently that I even got exposed to the others. So it's just because, Kid Flash, yeah.
And see, it's weird with the Green Lantern for me because, like, you had Kyle Rayner rolling in at the same time, but you had like Kyle Rayner in comics. You had John Stewart in the cartoon TV show growing up. You had
Right.
like Hal Jordan was still around and other stuff like toys and all that. Like Green Lantern, it wasn't as streamlined as Flash. I guess just because it's like the whole core and everything. Well, the core wasn't there either. Hal had taken care of them as well. But I don't know. I like Kyle Rayner a lot too. I think his costume's awesome. I remember vividly pulling for him against the Silver Surfer in Marvel versus DC. That didn't pan out. Like as a kid, I'm very biased to the color green. I like Silver Surfer, but I wanted my favorite color to win as a kid. Didn't work.
Girlfriend's weakness or refrigerators. That's the worst, though.
Yeah, she has very low tolerance for cold.
Yeah.
Well, you kind of gravitate to the character that you grew up reading the most. Usually, it
Yeah,
doesn't matter if they're like how many people here are Johnny Blaze or Dana Ketch fans? I was a Johnny Blaze fan because I grew up on Johnny Blaze. Then Danny Ketch came out. I'm like, He's not the real Ghost Rider, even though I think they made more comics with Danny Ketch than they did with Johnny Blaze. So,
Probably.
yeah, I think so. I think there were more issues made with Danny Ketch.
I can't confirm or deny it, but yeah.
I know the first series was only 81 issues.
Yeah, the first volume of Danny Ketch, I think, was 93 or 94 issues.
There you go.
But I bought, like, when I first started loving Ghost Rider, the first issue I bought was volume 2, number 1, which was the first Danny Ketch. So I got introduced to him first, and then me being more of an old school guy, when I found out about Johnny Blaze, I was a bit torn. Like, I love them both just as much, but I sort of, I suppose I could say I grew up on Danny Ketch.
Even the name is cooler, Johnny Blaze. That's like such a Ghost Rider name to have. But
You're not a Reyes guy?
no, at all. I do not like fake Ghost Riders that look like robots and they drive cars.
Like Ghost Rider 2099?
Yeah, I do not like those. They're not ideal for me.
That's Rob's favorite Ghost Rider.
Rob's
Actually,
favorite is
I don't
everything
care for-
2099.
I don't care for any Ghost Riders, but it's just not my thing.
The original Ghost Rider was the creepiest one. The one that
Carter
looked
Harder?
Carter Slade was cool.
The
I
what?
think like you can't wear all white and ride a horse though. Like you had to do something about that.
Actually, you know what? The Phantom Rider was a really great Ghost Rider. I thought it was a great concept. Too bad they never did anything more with it. It disappeared after that. I thought that was really a fantastic thing. I would read old school westerns with him as the character in it, if that's still a thing. Even though people don't like westerns, but hey, nobody likes romance. Nobody likes westerns. Nobody likes cool things to read anymore. Unless they're gonna go on Amazon. If they're option, they'll like them.
Ghost Rider 2099 is Cortana.
Nobody mentioned what's the one with the car's name?
Robbie
Reyes.
Reyes.
Yeah,
That's why I said that.
That was the one that was in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., the show.
Mm-hmm.
I despise that character.
Tell us why. Does this go back to Mad Spidey's comment at the beginning of the stream?
He said he didn't like robot, fake-looking Ghost Riders.
Driving cars.
Yeah.
Oh, I love when
Or
Ghost
you talking
Rider
about the
fires
racing
up.
part?
I love when Ghost Rider fires up stuff other than a car. Like in the current book, he fired up like a train on a
He fired up
defunct railway.
a snowplow and took out Hawkeye.
Yeah, dude, it's just fun. Like I don't like. I like him going back to his bike, but it's cool when he just grabs. Like
If
even
he
in the
does it
movie,
for one, like a
the
one-time thing.
second movie with Nicolas Cage in it, the chasing at the end when he jumps in the big deuce and a half and just blows the roof off. He's standing up in it with one arm out, laughing, and it's just all lit up, and he's chasing people, blowing them off the road.
If it's a one-time thing,
Yeah, yeah.
sure, I get it. I like that.
Oh
But
yeah.
the car thing was his gimmick. He got rid of the motorcycle, and now he's in a car. Come on.
How
Hey,
many
look at the
times
ro-
can you do like the motorcycle though? You know what I mean, without it just being repetitive and lazy.
And you know what? The other thing is, you look like some stupid robotic little anime freaky thing. He didn't even look like a skeleton. That's the thing. Ghost Rider's supposed to look like a freaking scary skeleton. This guy looked like something straight out of, I don't know, Tim Burton. It's a weird character.
I was going to say John Carpenter, but
No, John Carpenter would make Ghost Rider look cool. I'll tell you that much.
actually, yeah, he would.
He would make him real cool. You know?
If modern John Carpenter, he would probably still have some flesh on him, like constantly growing and losing the flesh. That would be a cool concept to do for him instead of it just being straight. Like he burns his way through his flesh to become Ghost Rider. Like when you have the like really good artists that make it monstrous and painful looking. What if that was just like nonstop happening while he was in that form, like regenerating and falling off? That'd be really cool.
It is very cool. That I would be down with. Or how about like a crazy truck, like a Maximum Overdrive, that kind of truck.
The
That
Maximum Overdrive truck is going to be here in Augusta at a convention.
have a truck like that instead of the stupid car. Like
Yeah, I feel like if he's got a car instead of a motorcycle, he should change his name to Ghost Driver, which doesn't have the same ring to it.
yeah,
Or just Vin Diesel.
Which is accurate, right? Because like you drive a car, but you ride a motorcycle, because when you drive a car, you're like in control of it. But a motorcycle, you're just basically hanging on until it like throws you off into the asphalt, right? So
Pretty much.
yeah.
So what if it's a plane or a helicopter?
you
Ghost
can't
pilot.
even call Robbie Ray is a ghost. It's robot driver. That's
Is
what
he a robot? I know the 2099 one is made of metal, but is Robbie Reyes
I
made of
don't
metal?
know. I don't even want to read it. I got like 2 or 3 issues of it. I'm like, oh, I don't even like it. I look through it. I'm like, the art is visually very not stunning.
What about the Cosmic Ghost Rider character? Isn't that the Punisher?
As a what if story for a cosmic thing, I
didn't get into that. I'm not too up and up, but I think I remember hearing someone saying like the identity of Cosmic Ghost Rider was Frank Castle. Is that correct?
Yeah. And that's
I know
actually
the- I
not
know
the real.
the design is awesome with the bubble
Yeah.
helmet on and like the little energy wheels on it and stuff. I mean, it looks fantastic.
And he's not the original Cosmic Ghost Rider. There was one that was done in the 90s
90s,
Guardians of the
yeah.
Galaxy. It had nothing to do with that same Ghost Rider. So
Hey, Kev.
Punisher made a deal with Mephisto. Nice. Frank Castle's always getting himself into wild stuff. Either he's Frankenstein or Cosmic Ghost Rider.
Frank Castle is such a disturbed character.
Or when he was like an angel. Remember that
Yeah.
terrible book?
Yeah, he's always into weird stuff.
Was that the one where he had like the glowy symbol on his thing?
Yeah, he had like guns, like I don't know, angel guns or something.
I would actually write a what if Frank Castle got hit with gamma rays and see how he deals with being a Hulk, because he's always angry.
What about that time Frank Castle went to his boss's beachside house with his best friend and actually discovered that his boss was dead? So him and his friend had to pretend that his boss was alive and sort of just carted him around all weekend.
Oh, I thought it was a different episode than the one I remember seeing.
What about that time Frank Castle showed up at halftime and the Mud Dogs won the Bourbon Bowl?
You can do it.
The Bourbon Barrel.
I love the Water Boy.
Oh, Water Boy.
What is going on, Superpower Review?
Arusa Balk.
What would Catherine Zeta do?
She's a scary woman.
I don't care.
Just
Something, I can't stop looking at her. Those eyes.
Foosballs for the devil. That's my favorite line from that whole freaking movie. I don't know why. It always stuck to me.
You can do it.
What's going on, Austin?
Holy Toledo.
Mr.
Austin
LeMay.
LeMay sighting. I don't think I've seen Austin since before Thanksgiving.
I was just thinking about Austin. Yeah, like I haven't seen him in a while.
When he posted those Spawn books, he just got back. I'm like, where the hell has Austin been?
I haven't ran into him
Dealing with work, probably.
Since that time period where you guys were doing the C3, that was the last time I ran into Austin.
I know he was moving and in work, so. Or maybe he just didn't like us anymore. That's possible too.
I'm going to go with all of the above just to be safe.
except for Remy. Obviously, he likes Remy, but
I
everybody
think
likes
him
Remy.
not liking us, I think, is probably the best bet.
Well, some of us.
We should all go
Oh
on
yeah, you're right. Everybody loves
Toro
me.
and get to the bottom of this.
But then you might find out the answer that you don't want to hear.
Well, you know the answer that nobody wants to hear. Everybody loves Journey. It's all you.
Yeah, that's not the answer I would expect to hear.
Yeah. That's basically what it is. So whack daddy.
What's that?
In the building. Welcome back.
Well,
My dad stopped over, so I was talking to him.
So you
Whack
are
granddaddy?
My granddaddy?
No, I said the whack granddaddy.
Oh yeah, the white granddaddy.
What were you
Dr.
all
Bob
whacking?
Hoot?
All fair. People want to know.
What's that?
All right, well, I'm gonna
There.
head out. I gotta go do some stuff, but
Lies.
I
You
just
don't
came
do
on to
anything.
plug my show tonight anyway.
Oh,
So-
Oh, okay. Well, then
What
Are you
time?
doing your show tonight?
Oh, go ahead and do that.
Well, what
8.
time is your show? What? You didn't tell us.
Jesus Christ, 8 p.m. Eastern.
it doesn't matter.
And
8
what-
p.m.
What will
Yes.
be the content of your show?
I'm interviewing Martin Marazzo, the
Oh,
artist of
nice.
Ice Cream Man. Yeah.
Will you be
Art-
doing it live?
yes, it's live.
Ice cream
Will you be
man.
answering
Yeah, that's it.
chat questions?
Ice Cream Man. The art, yeah, Martin Marazzo. So
Will you allow chat to ask questions?
You can send
If
him your
there's
questions or he
time.
can screen them.
Well, I only want to come on if you answer my questions when I'm on.
you can ask questions in the chat. I can't guarantee that I will ask them, but maybe.
That makes you a terrible host. You have to answer everybody's questions in the chat. That's what makes it special. So I'm going to come in and you can answer every single question. Okay?
I'll see what I can do. Yeah.
I can't wait.
Just say no.
Oh, can I do that? No. Okay, no.
There we go.
Yes, everyone tune into my interview. It's gonna be good.
That should actually be really good.
I have lots of questions, so
Can you give us a preview question?
where do you get your ideas from?
Drugs.
No, I don't
Can you
like
give us
lots
a
of-
good?
lots
Can
of
you give us a
drugs.
preview question of a good question?
I have some
I'm-
good questions.
I'm glad we're workshopping this now.
Yeah,
Say, ask him if he's ever met Justin Birch.
I could ask him that. Sure.
Ask him.
Do
Some,
you know what the answer will be, Justin?
The answer will be no.
Okay,
Ask
so I
him
don't
it-
need to ask him that.
He'll go, who?
Ask him if he got his inspiration from some local ice cream man pedophile running around in Mr. Softy around there. I want to see if
Ask
that's
him what
where
his
he-
favorite ice cream is, and then whatever he says, say that's a terrible flavor.
So Jay, let me get this straight. You want me to ask him, and you'll probably be in the chat there asking him pedophile questions? Is that?
Well, he's an ice cream man and creepy thing.
Comic Dirty's looking for extra friends that he can hang with.
Yeah.
As long as they stay, as long as they stay
a
500
group of
yards away
like-minded
from a local
individuals.
school.
Yeah.
Ask him if he's lactose intolerant.
That's a good question. I don't have that one written down.
Yeah.
No one ever asks if you're lactose tolerant. Maybe ask that.
Ask him what his favorite blood type is.
Oh, that's a good one.
I tell you,
Well, I always ask a
which is
Dracula
better?
question at
You
the
ask
end.
him. You can always ask him too. Ice cream, frozen yogurt,
Sherbert.
or
Gelato.
thank you.
Sherbert.
Guys, in all honesty, can everybody here and everybody in the chat make
No.
a conscious effort to go support Dracula tonight? I
Yeah,
really,
Thank you.
I never do that.
He's shocked. He's like, wait a minute, is that? Thank you.
Yeah.
he's actually one of the few channels that I do like to see grow.
This is a good question. Like legit. What's the last comic that made him cry?
Yeah, that is a really good question. Yeah.
The one
I
my
could
dad
ask
hit
him
me
that.
with.
Was it rolled up?
The one my wife tore into pieces. Wait.
The one I just worked on.
Hmm.
Oh, that's not funny. Which one was it?
Oh no. Because it's not good. That's why I was.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, another House of
this
Slaughter
is
book.
awful.
Yeah, it's more of a why am I doing this?
Oh, I'm putting myself through the pain and the hassle of this.
You
This is
pour your
garbage.
hands out.
My name is going to be attached to this. People are going to think of me and they're going to think of this and shit. What am I doing with my life?
I am a sellout though, so
Oh, that's all right.
Ask him a honest question. Does he write his books with the intention of making people cringe or making them enjoy?
Well, he
the
doesn't
book?
write them.
He doesn't. He's just the artist.
Oh, he's just the artist. I thought he wrote them
Yeah.
too.
No, I'm hoping to interview the writer sometime this year.
Oh, that'd be next level.
Yeah, it would.
All right, so
It really
so
would.
my pedophile thing goes out the window with him, but we got to ask that to the writer.
Where do you draw your
DJ
inspiration?
Yeah, that's it. I gotta go. I gotta go run some errands.
All right,
But,
Remy, why don't you promote Dracula so you could undo all the damage I did? How's that? Well, how's that work? Goodbye.
See ya. I'll be
Thank
watching.
thank you for doing the damage. Yeah, I'll see you guys later.
All
All right, bro. Take it easy.
Good luck tonight.
Awesome sauce.
Hey, did
I
anybody
actually
read
don't
this?
hate Dracula. I don't like Steel. I don't like that.
Yeah, I couldn't get into it. I thought it was written well, it's just not my time period.
Yeah,
of
it's just not my
interest.
thing. I don't like going back to medieval times and all
Yeah,
that stuff.
same. I don't know what it is about it. Just
I've enjoyed it. It had the big reveal in this issue, and
tell me.
I was right the entire time. Called it right from the beginning.
What was it?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if anyone's reading it or doesn't want it spoiled, but like there's been characters like it's an Elseworld title, so everyone's acting outside of their normal character, but there's been some like a lot of murdering, a lot. It's a very violent book, and I called who the culprit is. Because you think it's one person, and you're like, I can't believe they did that. And I'm putting it in the private chat.
Oh,
What?
There you go.
My God, I can't believe the elongated man did that.
I know, right? Oh, Ralph.
seems like that's always the case.
It was a cool turn.
Yeah, but it's been used a lot.
Oh, I wouldn't say a lot, but it was cool because it isn't like it was just one, and they're kind of tapping into.
Now I'm kind of getting the feeling. I kind of know what they're feeding off to by doing that.
I mean, if I would have read it, I think I would have liked it. I just didn't like the time period.
This is my favorite part of the show where we're live and we're putting stuff in the private chat and everybody's clueless to what we're doing.
Well,
but see, if they want to know answers, they can go
just read it. Yeah, if
read
you
it
want to know
or
what we're
tu-
talking about, read.
or tune in Sunday night where we go through and spoil review all the books. I'm not going to do it. All
There's a spoiler
No,
review filled
Don't
show
give them
each
anything.
week.
Don't spoil
What
anything.
show would that be there,
Torture them.
Mark?
That'd be at week's end.
Wow, that sounds like an interesting show. What time would that show air?
I think it's at 9 p.m. real time.
Wow, on Sundays? Is that on your channel?
Yeah, right here, Rob.
Wow.
Oh, shoot, I totally forgot.
You're on it, aren't you, Rob? You've been on it.
No, I've never been on it.
Yes, you have.
No, I haven't.
Yes, you have.
Okay, maybe I have. I don't know. I don't
Yes, you
remember.
have.
If there was one
I
time.
thought
Because
you've
when-
been on
Rob,
it.
who are you kidding? Has there been a stream you haven't been on?
Sure.
I remember you came on for the
I have
Black
I have
Adam
never
review.
been on Mad Spidey's channel. I
You
have
came on for the Black Adam episode.
I don't think Matt Spidey's
That's-
ever done a live stream. Just one,
He
maybe.
has. No, he has. I've caught them. A couple.
Oh no, you've done a lot. Never mind. All your bags and boards.
He has. He won't allow me on their streams, but I've caught him live sometimes.
Spidey has
Damn,
a
I
very
wonder
strong
What
why.
can I say? Like it,
just
like
say no to CJ policy.
He won't allow me, but he puts out Kyle on there. Go and did you put Kyle on your channel one time?
He asked to come on, and I needed the company, and I told him he had
I like
to
how
behave
the
sound
himself.
excuse
excited about
making.
it.
He
He had to
can't just say
behave himself.
yes. He has to
Do you have
qualify.
Kyle on? Well, I mean,
He had to
technically,
qualify his bad decisions.
I guess he was there. I guess.
He begged, and I was drowning.
He's worried about what I'm going to say. He puts
I'm always
Kyle on.
drowning. on live
Sacrifices
streams.
had to be made.
And people wonder why I don't do live streams
we do. Why don't you?
because I'm shit at them.
How do you expect to get better?
Yeah, you just got to do it.
I'm taking notes. Who's going to be the stream horror of the year next year? So for 2023.
Hey,
Rob,
like a
Rob,
sexual
do it.
predator, like a sexual
Rob,
predator.
for sure.
Sometimes you just got to expose yourself.
Doing
No.
streams or going on other people's streams?
No, going on other people's
Both.
streams. That's what.
Everybody
if
says
you-
it's
if you're
It's
usually-
doing
always
your own
Rob and
streams-
Mad Spidey.
I was gonna say everybody says it's either Rob or mate.
Yeah.
You know what? The worm. He jumps on everywhere as well too. I don't know if you noticed.
I see him. Not as much as Rob and Mad Spidey.
He
though.
he digs.
I
His
think I
leg-
go on the
well,
same. There's a couple shows that I go on the same shows on a regular, consistent basis. It's just part. Then every once in a while, I get invited to other things, just like the rest of y'all. I mean, on Tuesdays, I have a co-hosting gig with friend Gary that's been going on since the day he launched that show. Right.
And then Wednesday you're on, and then Thursday
Wednesday
you're
I'm on Chris's.
Today.
Well,
you're-
Wednesday on Chris's thing.
Yep.
Like I have a YouTube schedule. It's just not all on my channel.
Yeah, Thursday you're on with Burke. Friday
how do
you're
you
on
have-
here.
How do you
Saturday-
expect to make
Sorry.
sure that it's called marketing, man? I get myself.
You
exposure.
do it, man. You do it.
Speaking of Gary's show, guess who's going to be on there in March?
Not me.
March.
Not me.
Yeah, this guy.
He's gonna let you
Well,
on
no,
without,
I'm not.
without
Mad
you doing your
Spidey?
face.
We worked out a good payment plan for him to pay me my appearance fee, and I'm going to be there. But by March, he's going to have me paid off because I take my money up front, and it's going to be a great show. It's going to be a really great show.
Which one? 10-1-1
my
or
goodness.
hot seat?
He couldn't afford me for both, so he got me only for the 10-1-1.
Are those
Okay.
different shows?
Yes.
You don't watch Gary?
No. No, I
You
don't
should-
watch a lot of people because my watching schedule has to do with my free time schedule, and his shows are not inside of my free time schedule. It's really that simple.
I don't watch all of them because he does them so often.
I don't know if you noticed. Like I haven't even been making like there was like a little period where I had a window where I was making it to y'all's lives here recently, and now that window's gone. Like as my schedule
Yeah, you
changes, what I
Can't watch everything.
Yeah.
It's
The,
impossible.
No, you can't.
So
My
10-1-1
YouTubing is just like old school television watching. If I'm not free when it airs, I miss it.
Oh yeah. You
This
you
is
don't
really
go
that
back.
simple. I don't go back and watch lives on rewind. Just don't.
Hmm.
Who the fuck does that?
Me.
Sometimes I do, but that's why
It's
that's why
a
you get-
time killer. I have to.
That's why you
to
get
get
high
through my
speed,
night at work.
1.5 times speed.
I just love like when I watch YouTube, I look for lives because I like to interact in chats and stuff. I like
Yeah.
And
Well, there aren't many at 2:30 a.m. So I
well,
don't.
that's where Mad Spidey should be picking up the slack and Aussie verse and
Yeah, they usually go live at like 5 a.m. It's like
Mhm.
Well, that's why I
I'll
told
watch
him.
them.
They changed up when they went live too, because I used to catch them on like Mondays or something as I was getting ready for work, and then they
Yeah, they
backed it,
do
they
it
backed
on
it up an
Monday,
hour.
Monday 7:30 p.m. here.
Yeah, when they backed it up an hour, I'm like, that doesn't fit into my morning free time now.
Well, I told Spidey he should fill in that insomniac gap, and just go in, midstream late nights.
if
Yeah.
you have something specific and then people to jump on, but the problem is like Mad Spidey wants people to jump on with him, and no one in America would be
Hey,
able to,
T-shirt guy. What's
except
going on?
for Comic
listen,
Journey.
You would be surprised how many people would jump on with you in the middle of the night. You
Yeah.
would be surprised.
There you go.
You know, I'm on all the time in the middle of the night. I get people coming in from the woodwork out of nowhere. I'm like, what the hell's wrong with everybody? You know, I thought I was
Yeah.
the only one with the problems. You know, but apparently I'm a good nesting area for all the people with sleeping habits that are bad. So,
Yeah, I've heard many a homeless men say they nested in you.
well, you know, it goes both ways. You know,
Yeah,
You know,
you
but
give and you take.
that's it. I'm a giver.
That's very sweet of you.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, what Lady Fantastic said, gravitating towards live sessions, more interactive, and I think there's definitely a place for both. Some people like that.
Yeah.
Some people like pre-recorded. Some people like both. I mean,
All right, I'll tell you your stuff, you and Lee's stuff. I like your pre-recorded stuff better than your live stuff. Why? I don't know. I just enjoy it more.
But why?
You know? I don't know. I have to come up to the reason why.
more
like
editing, we can edit.
No, I don't know what it is.
Some
I-
people
I-
are better edited.
You need
Yeah,
like
it
facts to
probably,
back
it
up
probably
that
is the
statement.
editing.
With your lives, that the quality of your live definitely depends heavily on your guest.
That's true.
And I
Yeah,
don't mean like
it
quality in
can.
the traditional sense. I mean like the entertainment value of it. Like when you had Alan and Becker on, like I was in tears the entire time.
That was a great
like
one.
the
Yeah.
entire time. When you had Steve on, I felt like I was an oak tree watching paint dry on a brick wall.
Like Mark, what we're doing right now, this I could only do when it's live. I've played it and rewind sometimes. You know,
This
it drones
is
out.
meant to be watched live.
It drones out after a while. You know,
That's because we're on here long time. You know, like
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
times when we're even like twiddling our thumbs, staring off into the middle distance.
your Sunday night is more watchable on a replay though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I watched your whole Sunday night on Monday because I was off. I saw I won.
Yeah, I wasn't going to tell you like last time. I was just going to mail it to you.
Yeah, I saw. So this time I know. And I watched the whole thing, and at the end I was like, "No way!" And then you said that. And last time I didn't tell him.
Rob's Only Slabs has actually great replay value. That I can
Yes,
watch.
I'll be honest with you. I've rewatched Lonely Slabs or Only Slabs or Slab Hub, whatever it's called, a couple of times, and I never win shit.
Oh, you know, it's really
Yeah, it's kind of hard to win with you and you're not watching it live. Or,
Yeah, that's bullshit. Really.
Yeah, you
If
should.
think
It is
about
bullshit. You should do a live drawing and leave a comment drawing that you draw the next week for the winner of that one.
Yeah, Rob.
That way you fuel
Or-
your live viewers and you fuel your rewatch viewers and get
or I can encourage my rewatch viewers to come watch it live.
Yeah, because that's the thing. They don't watch it live because they just choose not to. It isn't because they work or
Well,
family.
sometimes they can't make an episode, but I want to
kidding.
encourage
I'm
them.
the last person that should be telling you advice on your giveaways. When every time I win, which has been a lot, I just ridicule the picks.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Why
I
don't you give them to
don't
somebody
shit
else?
on them. They're like, here,
Don't send them
like,
to me.
here's a thing where Chris, you just got to quit letting Chris pull for me.
Oh,
That's
stop
never
winning
worked
the-
out.
Stop winning the second round.
I don't choose when I win. I still have all of them that I've won from you unboxed or still boxed up in the room over there, all the way back to January of last year.
That's going to be a whole video on itself. You can just be doing Only Slabs wins.
I've had people reach out to me like when I won them and say, "Hey, since you already have that book, you want to sell it?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'll message you when I open it."
let me find it.
I've one of them I just immediately prize gifted to like Mr. Comics 89.
Yeah.
I personally like watching Rob just finger the comics on the Only Slabs. That
Especially back to front.
I don't like the back and front, but yeah.
The day I got married to Lisa, she wasn't as excited as she was when she won the giveaway on Only Slabs. That was pure joy in
That
her
makes
heart.
sense.
I'm not even kidding. I've never
Well,
seen her
it
so
totally
fucking
makes it
happy.
totally
You're not
makes sense.
kidding either.
She was flipping. And then when they pulled out the G.I. Joe book, the what's
Snake
his
Eyes
name?
one.
Yeah, first Snake Eyes, and everyone on the panel went.
No, it
She
was
was
the
like,
that was-
"What's that?"
wasn't the first Snake Eyes. I think it was the one that was the all silent issue.
Yeah, it was the silent, whatever. But everyone was really excited about it, and she was so excited because you guys were excited. She had no idea what the hell it was, but she was so happy.
I think I'm the only one in about the last 30 weeks that regularly watches that hasn't won one of the giveaways.
No, I've never won a giveaway.
But that doesn't worry me that I haven't. It'd be nice to just win one and just go, oh yeah, I'll AOK it to this person or that.
What's killing me is there's a book in there I've been waiting to see if somebody somebody probably pulls it. It's a key book that wasn't that when I put it in there, it was like a $5 book, and now it's like a $70 book, and I keep waiting for somebody to pull it. It's just like it keeps eluding people.
I'm kind of hoping I don't win because my luck, he's gonna pull out a bunch of Pokemon cards and send them to me, and I don't want them.
Every book has two.
Yeah. I'll bet you still have a bunch left too, don't you?
Yes, I do.
I got two.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, there were two in the package I got.
Oh yeah, one of those books. Yeah.
There's some vintage cards in there. There's a lot of variety. Some hits in there. We've got V's, VMAXs, holographic, reverse hollows. Rob's the one that requested them, so that's what I gave him.
The reverse hollows are sound kinky. It's kind of like a reverse cowgirl, but not.
Yep. Gotta catch them all. You're right, Bearded.
It's just like COVID. Gotta catch them all. Wait, what?
There's only, I guess there are a lot of variants, aren't there?
Yeah, exactly. It's like comics. He's churning out new variants every time you turn around.
They're just getting on the wave. Soon there'll be like a 1 in 10.
Yeah, actually, what I'm waiting for is actually the Justin Birch variant. That's all lettering. It's just a blank sketchbook that's just filled with words.
Or just random letters.
Random letters,
Rob,
yes.
You can. There you go, Rob. You can flip those cards on TCG. Yeah, some of them are good cards. You probably could. It's a website where you can sell cards.
Oh, okay.
Rob doesn't sell cards though, Alan. He only buys the Pokemon cards, so he wouldn't know that.
He's a collector.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he uses them at
Comics and
honestly, Spidey, I would make a big list for your next live stream and just like read it off to everybody of all the people that shunned you in the past for giveaways in the US and say they're excluded from that list. You know, that way, you know, it's great content, and you just call them all out, and people just come on.
Let me know when you're out, Rob.
Just because you called them out. You know?
Oh, I got plenty. And then at that, I could probably go through my kids' rooms if I really wanted. But
I think the other thing is though, CJ, is that a lot of people, like obviously because I've been around a while now, a lot of people are a bit more accommodating, and there are generous people in the community that do help out, like the gentleman up in the corner there.
See, even though I've taken every single book that's in my giveaway bin, which is an entire short box plus another probably half short box, and put 2 cards in every box, this is still the stack that I have left from freaking Tyler from last time.
Oh, that is nuts.
Jesus.
You might need to just put like a backing board and a thing just full of cards.
Oh, yeah, that'd be funny. It's like, oh, sorry, all you win is Pokemon cards.
But then you can put on the backing board on the back, you get 1 bonus pull for picking the booby prize.
Oh, this is a weird drawer. It's got some weird stuff in it. All right, let's go back into my
Do they make Dragon Ball cards?
They have done. I don't know whether there's any recent stuff, but there is Dragon Ball cards. Back in the day.
I think that's what should be sent next to Rob. Dragon Ball cards.
Have you got any Dragon Ball cards, Tyler?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know I have one near me.
See, the only cards I'm interested in is Garbage Pail Kids.
Majin Buu.
Oh, that's cool. And it's a 10. It's a perfect.
Yeah, I know. Majin Buu's Human Extinction Attack. And if you're a Dragon Ball fan, you know what this is.
Is that even a character or just a hand? What is that?
What?
Is that a character or a hand?
That's a
it's a character. It just have really like bad lighting, and it's really a shiny ass
tell.
card, so it's like even harder to show.
Looks like a
That's
freaking
his
claw.
that's his final form.
Yeah, that's his final form. Thank you, Mad Spidey. I'm glad someone else on here knows. Rob, is that what you wanted instead of Pokemon?
Dragon
Going
Ball
forward?
Oh yeah, no.
Here, I got stacks of those. Fat stacks.
See, the only cards I have interested in Garbage Pail Kids, Wacky Packs, and stuff like that. Like I got some old Mars Attacks cards.
I used to love the Garbage Pail Kids bloody cards back in the day. They were awesome.
There was even a set that came out in the late 80s, early 90s of Dinosaur Attacks. That was a fun set.
I wouldn't mind trying to get some of the old sets of some of the Marvel cards and stuff, because there were some awesome sets back in the day. Especially the Marvel Masterpiece stuff.
Yes. American Gladiators. What a show. J Hood, what's that?
All you want is the C3PO Goldenrod card.
You into that Goldenrod?
Golden Silence with a golden rod.
That's an answer in itself.
I haven't picked up. I have to go to another con in May.
Yeah, we don't have our first big one until I think end of March, early April. But I think there's a few small, like little town hall fair type things in between.
Well, I got this thing. Short Boxed is doing one, putting together a con, and they're doing it here in Silicon Valley, and the place they're doing it at, the convention center, is 2 miles from my house.
Oh.
So I'm like, okay. It's only $20. So it was like,
I'm assuming it's only going to be a small sort of event then.
it seems like it's going to be somewhat smaller, but they got vendors coming in from, because it's going to be somewhat smaller and it's a limited number of tickets. But they have vendors coming in from that they've announced from across the country.
Yeah.
And they've got Kevin Eastman going to be there. So far, what they announced as far as artists, whatnot. So I don't know.
Really?
I'll go for $20. I'll go show up. And it's like I have no hotel costs. I have hardly anything else. I'll definitely go and check it out and see what it's all about.
And sometimes those smaller ones are quite often better too, because sometimes you can get more of that one-on-one time with, vendors and stuff, and do a bit of haggling and more time to sort of go through boxes and stuff instead of trying to jump over people to try and get the boxes and stuff.
Finn's making sure Mark's really a boy. Checking that Adam's apple out.
No, he had he's been like down and out today and yesterday, so he's not at school, but he had like a pulled muscle back here. I was showing him like how you could tell it's a muscle yesterday. And I'm like, if you lean this way, you can feel how the muscle gets tighter and looser. So he was reiterating that on my jugular just then.
Nice. Flasher, what are we talking about? I like local things too. It makes it really easy.
Oh my gosh.
Nobody really wants to travel all the way across the country and deal with hotels and all that. I mean, it's fun to see other people, but I mean, if you can go to one that's in your backyard, that's always logistics are easier.
The only thing about the local things is typically a lot of times the local things is people or places that you already know around you anyway.
Yeah, but in this case, it seems like like I said, they've announced some vendors that are not necessarily the retailers from right here necessarily. So
Yeah.
they're going to get people who are coming from elsewhere, even if they're coming from Southern California. I don't care. It's from out of the area and bringing their stuff here. Psh, all right, cool. I'm down. It's Shortboxed Live, Flash Ray. If you have the Shortboxed app, when you log in, it's populates right there, or you can go to shortboxed.com/live. And it's got some information about it, and it's like I said, you can buy tickets. It's $20 plus like there's a $2 shipping fee or a $2 processing fee.
Have you
and then
bought
first,
many times from Starbucks?
Yeah.
Have you had a good experience overall with them so far?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
Have
you tried to sell anything through Starbucks with them?
No, I've not done any selling with them. Just buying. I've been happy with the results, and I've had some issues with some stuff, but it's always been the customer service at Shortbox has been phenomenal. Matter of fact, my video on January 16th will include some stuff on that. And then I'll have the Shortbox team will be on Only Slabs on January 28th.
Just following Mark and his kid. I'm trying to do what they're doing. I can't keep up with them.
No one can keep
having fun with the flip screen. Put your hand up.
It's on the other side.
It is on the other side.
Let's see no hands.
That way?
Yeah.
But with the other way.
I can't tell you how much I love that age.
Oh, yeah.
That one is on that side.
This one is on that side.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pointing at B.
Yeah, you are. Now watch this. Now you're pointing at Rob. Now you're pointed at Tyler.
Look, this hand is pointing at the. Hey, stop following me!
I think he was talking to you there, CJ. Stop following him.
I'm sorry. I thought he was talking about the ice cream man. I didn't realize that he was talking to me. But hey.
Googly moogly.
Mark, how old is he? 5. I'm telling you, that's an awesome age. You're still learning.
Yeah, he just turned 5.
They're not giving you any lift yet.
He doesn't. He's awesome. Monkey came out giving us lip. She dreams every night about how to drag us through the mud the next day. She's like a real life Sour Patch Kid. Because y'all seen her on here enough to know, like, she's super sweet, but she doesn't use words like please. She just like,
it's girls.
Yeah.
When mine was 3, I caught her in the bathroom, and she was just looking in the mirror, and she's like doing weird stuff and cocking her head. And I was like, what are you doing? And I realized that she's batting her eyelashes at the mirror, and she's all, I'm practicing.
Yeah. That's Monkey, yeah.
I was like,
my little daughter does that all the
what?
time. My youngest one does that all the time.
Now mine's not cute and adorable like that.
What is that, Spidey? I mean, CJ?
My little daughter does that all the time. She goes in the mirror. She starts like, taking all these poses, the eyelash, the hair combing, the whole 9. She destroys her mother's makeup. Little girls.
Yeah. Like Finn will walk up and like with a pack of crackers say, open this, please. And Monkey will walk up, throw it down, and go, ah! Like, come on, damn. And she has a huge vocabulary. You know, she's the younger child, so she like follows after Finn. Like she has a huge vocabulary. But if you say please, she's like, all right, this is the hill I'm going to die on. I'll die here. You know, she does something. And you're like, all right, hey, say you're sorry. You know, just trying to instill that. Nope, she's going to die on that hill. All right, well, you can sit here till you apologize. She'd rather starve to death.
I had that with my youngest did that. I was taking away their toys, and bagging them up one by one, and refused to apologize to me. And I was cleaning out the room, and my oldest then started crying and begging my other to please say you're sorry because you're not going to have any toys left, and all this stuff. And then when they finally acquiesced and I gave them one toy back, and they're like, oh, what? Where's the rest of them? And I said, you got to earn them back now. You made me go through all this exercise. You don't just get them all back just because you said thank you. Or you finally said sorry. You can have one back, and now you can work on earning the rest back.
Mm-hmm. It's luckily it's very important to me that this kid doesn't walk all over me. It's very important to me that this kid learns these lessons. So I'm more than willing, and I'm a very, very stubborn person. So I'm more than willing to have these battles with her. You know, I don't take them personally, but I'm more than willing to put up with it. I ask her every time, and I mean that doesn't sound like it's saying much, but anyone out there who has stubborn kids, you realize how big, like how Rob just said, he went through an entire room. Like you're dedicating a lot of time, and not just in the act. Now dedicating the time to the process of having to get it all back out. Like it's like Finn was easy. My oldest was easy. Monkey is making up for both of them with stuff like that. I mean, she's still like when I go out in public and stuff, like I get strangers all the time that walk up to us. Oh, your kids are fantastic. Because we'll just be out, like take them out to get pizza or something, this and that, and it's just us, and people compliment us all the time. They don't act crazy in restaurants or nothing like that. It's just the little things like that, trying to instill in them. So that makes me feel better, like when strangers walk up to you regularly in public and compliment your kids. But now talking to TJ, I'm nervous about it.
Just train them like you train a dog.
Well, I used to have rules in my house. I'm like, listen, if you're gonna let loose a little bit, you're gonna do it in the house.
Oh yeah. Oh, not in public.
You're not gonna do it at other people's houses. You're not gonna do it when we're outside and not in a restaurant. You know, that was my level of tolerance as far as like them going nuts out there. My older daughter went through a phase. She used to lie about everything. Didn't matter how frivolous it was. She would lie about it, and I would catch her in lies, and I'd be like, "Are you lying to me?" She's like, "No." I'm like, well, "Why are you lying to me?" I'm like, "I'm not lying." I'm like, "Are you lying?" She's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Okay, so why are you lying to me? So you leave me alone." I'm like, are you serious, you little shit? You're like 4 years old. What are you supposed to do with that? He's like, "So you can leave me alone."
To House of L's question, the big time collectible gold foil Superman books that were limited to the 300. Those are in the process of dealing with quality control between BTC and CGC. I'll leave it at that for right now till Nelson posts updates, which should be any day. But they're accounted for and in the process of going through a quality control inspection from Nelson and BTC, from Nelson and CGC, because CGC, as most people know, doesn't exactly have the highest of standards with quality control. Nelson does. So that's where those are at right now.
Good enough. That's the slogan.
Interesting.
Good enough for government work. Which these days.
Wasn't BTC using CBCS? They use both.
For those talking about for those limited sequential numbering stuff.
Mhm.
They used the first one they did was with CGC, and then they got backed up with wait times. Then they switched over and did a Venom and a Batman through CBCS, and they got backed up even worse in the midst of them doing it. So then they switched back over to CGC to do it. And now they're dealing with CGC's low standards of quality control, which isn't acceptable for some people out there.
Is that why I got a CBCS slab in my Miko box?
Which one?
Batman 118. I think.
118. Yeah, that was one of those sequential numbered ones.
That's one of the ones. Yeah, that's what I'm giving away.
Yeah, did you see how it had what number of 300 on the label even?
I didn't. I did read I read out on the video. This is a print run of up to 309.8 or whatever, but I didn't look at the number.
Yeah, right in front of the 300, it tells you what number specific you have. They're all numbered, just like a certificate of authenticity. You'll have that handwritten number this of that or whatever on it. The slab labels do as well.
I'm giving it away, so I don't mind.
Yeah,
I don't worry about what number it is.
I gave away the one I got because I hit a slab in the box as well. Mine, I got the Venom one in mine, which Tyler won. I'm keeping my number. I think I have number 2 of 300, like in my PC. I'm keeping that one for now.
Which book is that?
Venom number 1, the current run. It's a Scan variant. It's an homage to Spider-Man 1. I can show you right here. This is the one that Tyler won. This is number 42 of 300.
Ooh, 42. That's a good number.
Gorgeous cover.
Jackie Robinson.
It really is.
It really is. I just hate the fact that they do so many freaking covers, especially for a book like that, Venom 1.
Yeah.
Drives me
Well,
nuts.
hot off the heels of that previous run, I mean, it seemed like
how many covers they made for number 35?
That's what I'm saying. Like hot off the heels of that run, which was a very successful run in comic books, it makes sense to have people like paying close attention to what was coming next. But it seems like it fizzled out. I know plenty of people still read it, but it obviously doesn't have the heat that last run did.
Well, Ron V was writing now, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think Venom is
him and Ewing. I want to say there's 2 people writing. I don't know who's technically writing it now. So
I thought it was Ron V. He was good on Swamp Thing, but I don't like.
It just is really kind of bizarre right now. Those whole 2 stories, one on it following Eddie, one following Dylan, and this whole thing of Eddie basically all these different versions that we've seen Bedlam and all are just different versions of Venom, and it's like of Eddie from different places in time, and Kang is involved in it all. And
is Eddie still a cosmic dysfunctional space daddy with a cane?
He's like he's non-corporeal. Yeah,
he can't pee straight.
He's dead. He's like, this is like some.
I don't know. I can't appreciate the art on that run as much as the previous series.
This is Brian Hitch, right?
I'm not even sure who it is anymore. I stopped getting it after like 8, 9. I'm done.
It's supposed to be peaking up a little bit now. Supposedly, Dylan is now like embracing this Codex personality or whatnot, and starting to. He's supposed to be going off. I haven't read the last issue or so, but
anybody else read the new Iron Man number 1 that just dropped? I think it's, if I'm not mistaken, it's Gary Dugan. Does that sound right?
Wait, it came out like 2 months ago or something?
I think it came out last week.
Last week?
Yeah, it had a really cool Cale New cover. But that last run with Cantwell, because I pick up Marvel books often that hope that I'll enjoy them, and I don't drop them. But I'm still on Ghost Rider, still on Punisher, and I picked up Iron Man 1, and I absolutely love this first issue. It was a great
run to Romania.
All right, tell them we said.
I'll check back with you guys if we end up early.
Say hi to Jack for me.
Yep.
But yeah, Iron Man 1 was really cool. It was fun. I'm looking forward to the next.
It's a hard character for me to really stick with for extended periods of time. I don't know. I lose the interest in him real fast. I don't know why. Like I
There's
picked
some
him up
characters that are hard to write.
It is hard to write. I mean, how many times over are you gonna keep doing the? I like certain arcs. I like certain runs where they had. But like I would never want to get the entire Iron Man series. Like
No.
it's boring.
I
I
just
don't
want
know.
good stories. They seem to be dude, it seems to be like they're just doing the Batman thing. Yeah, like I don't know if you keep up with Batman, but right now he doesn't have his fortunes. He's poor,
Yeah.
and they're doing this now they're doing the same thing with Iron Man. I mean, it was like that in the previous run too. They're trying to go back to the nuts and bolts with the character.
Yeah, but
which
they've done that before with Tony Stark. It's
Yeah,
not the
of
first time
course.
they've done that with Tony Stark.
Well, that's never a disqualifier for me. It's not the first time. It's not the first time. Say that about anything. It doesn't change the quality of anything either. It not being the first time. It's like, are you doing it well though? That's the only question.
True.
They're doing it well. Where Cantwell, I don't think, was doing it poorly. It was just his real execution of the actual overarching story. It was just really slow. It was beat down feeling. It just didn't. It didn't have that pacing that really draws you in or anything. This first issue hit all like the tropes that a first issue was supposed to. It hit you hard at the beginning. It had you interested with a small mystery of what's going on. It was action packed. It did good place setting. The artwork was very impressive for a monthly comic. The panel to panel work in it was fantastic. So it was really smooth. Like it just, it wasn't like this amazing comic. Everyone go read it, but it hit all the right notes, if that makes sense.
It's funny you said the artwork. You have to be a really, really specifically good technical artist in order to be able to do a full run of Iron Man and do it well. Because all that armor, all that technology and everything, it's not easy for every single artist to be able to pull off. I've seen even really, really good artists take on a project like it just doesn't look right. So it's one of those things that it's good that they got a good team on there to be able to run that.
Yeah, because there's, like his suit's gotten more complicated looking over the years.
Mm-hmm.
Doing that consistently through a series has to be annoying.
Well, not only that, to get the right shine, to get it look like it's armor. It's not like something matte and flat, and it has to look like technology.
Yeah, and they're doing basic Iron Man right now too. He doesn't have like all the AI tech and all that. It's just a suit, which adds a level of stakes to it and everything. You can't just have a magic MacGuffin for everything.
I'm curious to see where that goes. I'm very curious. DC, I'm a little bit down on.
DC's
Batman,
right now.
Batman, I'll pick up every so often. Not all. Joker, I was reading. I think I'm going to stop at 5 now.
Sounds like you just have poor taste in picking what's on the shelf. I'm not saying that to be like mean or nothing like that, but DC's like firing on all cylinders on the comic book right now on the storytelling.
Well, I'll tell you what I do like from DC. I like the Black Label stuff.
Hell yeah,
that I do like. I like the Nice House on the Lake, even though they fucked it up by breaking it in the middle.
We got a new channel member here. Hate to time you out there. Collecting with Durs has joined the channel. Welcome. Be sure to. Well, I got you on IG. Let me just add you. I have a sticky note of to do shit to catch up on these off days. But I got a new members welcome pack. I got to send a couple of them out. I'll hit you up on IG and get with you.
What is this?
Apparently, he is Legion.
No linky.
I don't think we put it in the no link. Yeah, appreciate that. I'll get a new members welcome packet out to you, Durs. I just send those out to the new members. Got to get one across the pond to Dr. Von Hoot still and to Papa Wheelie. Dude, I was like, I'm like a month behind on shipping stuff out because I was waiting on mailers. And then last night I was sitting down to, I pulled everything out, the mailers, the books. I was getting ready to ship out and I have no packing tape. So I'm going to have to go out today and get more packing tape. Christmas tapped us out of packing tape.
What's up, Jim?
Hey. Back to Nice House on the Lake, Jim.
Okay.
Yeah, that
I gotta go. See you guys later.
All right,
See you,
JB.
JB.
That mid-series break definitely took the piss out of it.
Hello, Jim.
Yeah,
I still really enjoyed it though.
Good morning.
Thank you for adding Savannah Bananas to my lexicon.
That wasn't me, man. That was Geek Spot. I never heard of it before.
Hey,
That was Geek
everybody
Spot.
blaming
That
you-
wasn't
everybody
me.
was blaming you.
You don't know about
I
the
don't know.
Savannah Bananas?
I didn't even know what it was. So
Apparently that's a thing. So you know what?
Yeah.
That's forever on you now.
okay. Well, I mean, it was Geek Spot. I'd never heard of it. I mean, they were talking about baseball, and I was like, okay, minor league baseball. I know a little bit about it, but never heard of that. I haven't even Googled it yet, so I need to Google that. And
They're
check
like the
that out.
Globetrotters of baseball.
Are they?
You just gave me content for years with Savannah Bananas. So I appreciate that. Thank you.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Mark, I have a bone to pick with you.
Good morning, Nick.
Ooh.
Well, you're picking bones and you don't even say good morning to everybody. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good
He
morning,
rubbed
sir.
his eye and wave, which is the Nick way of saying good morning.
Yeah, it's a Texas good morning.
Good morning. You blasted.
morning,
you blasted, you
Good
blasted
morning.
Me, you blasted me last Sunday for using across the pond, and you just used across.
I only use it because you use it. I'm trying to normalize the stupid shit you do.
Yeah, I'm trying to normalize the stupid shit I do too.
Oh my god.
The only thing I'm gonna tell you, Mark, is I really, really hope that they start writing a really good Lobo series, like a really
There's a
good,
Lobo series coming out in a couple months.
grounded Lobo series. I would like to see a Demon series that is solid.
I feel like you're preaching to the choir right now.
You know, these are the characters I like from DC.
Yeah,
And
you're hitting characters I like at the same time. You should be reading Deceased. I mean, like
I
that's
do.
that's
that
a fun.
I actually like that.
Yeah, Lobo's coming in hot, and I have a feeling that they're about to pair him up with the Spectre. I think
DC
he's about
or
to be
DC
hunting
versus
Spectre
vampires?
today.
Was that deceased or DC versus vampires?
DC.
No, that's Deceased. So
That's
like the
over with.
Quintessent got involved with the universe-ending events of what's happening in the finale to Deceased, and they're all like, "Dude, we're not
Your
getting
brother
involved
brings
in
a
this shit."
sword.
And Spectre's like, we're definitely getting involved in this. And
Yeah.
we know Lobo's on the way. And the theme of Deceased is whenever anyone kind of rallies up, like we're going in, that just means they're about to die.
Right?
But Lobo ain't
Especially
about to
DC.
go out like that.
Especially
R.I.P.
DC.
John Stewart.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh man, wasn't expecting that.
No,
Wait,
I was
wait.
reading it going, oh shit.
Hold
I mean-
on, guys. We
Sorry.
interrupted Nick. We interrupted Nick from his
Yeah.
bone that he's picking.
It's-
So
No,
You already picked it.
pick your bone. Pick
You
your bone.
picked it, and I shit on it, and we moved on.
You got to be quick,
was it?
CJ. You got to be quick.
That was quick. Well, that wasn't even a real bone. Was that a wishbone?
That was like a baby pinky bone.
Wishbone.
Mark,
Bring back Wishbone.
quick and painless. He makes it.
Bring back wishbone.
You're entitled to your opinion, as just as long as you know it's wrong. It's okay.
Exactly.
Tyler, what's the name of that comedian that
Nick-
does that? I can't
What?
think. He's all right. So you guys have seen Harley Quinn, the animated, right?
Yeah.
He's the voice of King Shark, and I can't think of his name, but he's a comedian. But he's doing that. He has that real drawn out sound. He's like, y'all need to, whatever the voice sounds like. But he talks. He does.
If
a
I
whole
wasn't
comedic
in
thing
the
about
state I'm
Wishbone.
in, I'd know off the top of my head, but I'll look it up.
Yeah, he's
Ron
like,
Ron Funches or something, or Funches.
yeah,
or however
Ron
you pronounce his
Frenches.
name.
Yeah. He does his whole shtick on Wishbone. That is just, you got to look it up on YouTube. It's hilarious. I mean,
That's
they
actually a
played
really
it on
fun
Extra
series,
Radio.
by the way.
Yeah,
That-
they played it on the radio.
That animated series is a really fun series. I didn't think it was going to be anything. I sat down and binged a few episodes. It's pretty good.
The first two seasons are good. It gets a little wonky after.
Well,
a
I've
while
only
towards
watched the first season. Like I saw, I grabbed the handful.
Season 3 was. I stopped watching season 3, and I loved the first two.
Yeah. So he's back.
That's right. That is a short meeting.
Yeah, that
It
was
is
short.
Romanian mafia exchange of the stuff, and
Actually, my Romanian team is actually dealing with the fact that they're subject of a data breach from our payroll company over there, which is always fun. But other than that, they're running on autopilot. They got stuff done. It's beginning of the month. It's slow for them, and there's nothing to talk about. They had nothing they need my help on. So I said, "Hey, great! I'll let you guys wrap it up so you can start your weekend early."
So nice of you.
I know.
Yeah,
I'm a good boss.
You're a good mom. Is that what you just said?
A good boss.
Mother?
So
like the Joker.
Rob's the head mom of the community.
Yeah. I just wanted to jump on and say that I read my first Action comics in I don't know how long because
Dude, I thought you'd been on that.
No. Chris was that you said it was a good jumping on point. So I bought 1050 and it's like, let me read this. And I'm like, I just don't. My problem, Mark, is sometimes I'm just like, wow, at what point will Lex just say, I'm done. I can't beat this guy. I can't even help this guy to beat this guy. Like, he basically blew out Manchester Black and put the world into getting him to forget his identity. And I'm like, come on. What is that? I mean, and then he's like, I'm going to teleport you to the next galaxy. No, that's not going to work. He's like next level Superman. I think this might be the most powerful he's ever been.
So, like, you realize the only thing he was attempting to do was rip his secret identity from the canon.
We're getting bad reverb, chaos.
Getting bad echo.
Are you on Bluetooth?
I am. I'm taking it off.
So his whole that was just a setup stage for what's coming next. Like it was done in a fun way of a slobber knocker type of way. Shout out to slobber knocker for Nick. And the whole point of it was just him pulling that move with Manchester Black for what's coming next.
Well, I mean,
Metallo was coming next. Lex was just a little catalyst. And it's like they're not doing a reboot. They're not doing like a reality altering event. They just needed that one thing to happen to proceed forward from here.
Right. I didn't hate it. I just thought I was like, man, I wonder what point Lex is going to be like, I'm done.
Well, I'll just give you context for since you haven't been reading what's been leading up to this either, you know.
Yeah.
Lex hasn't been like this main primary focal point. It's been like what happened on War World, this orphan box that Lex stole with his technology that he's infused into Metallo, and what's going on with the super family. Lex is definitely not it seemed like you're coming into the tail end of a big build-up fight with Lex. It hasn't been. That was just a quick in-out kind of thing.
I may have to. Do you think they'll trade paperback the section of War World?
Already has. Yeah, it's out there.
I may have to go get that because I like the War World. I like the thought of that.
It was so solid. It's done like an epic. It's an actual saga. You know, it'll be multiple trade paperbacks to get the actual whole saga. Thing. Yeah, it was like 2 years worth of monthlies.
You know, the biggest problem with Superman is not the fact that he's overpowered. You know, all right, he's overpowered. The writers that they get to write him most of the time, they don't know how to run with the fact that he's so overpowered like that.
Well, to be honest with you, Philip Kennedy Johnson does, and he's been depowered since the final issue of Death Metal. His power's slowly been bleeding out. He hasn't had his power back except for like 1 month. He's had like 1 month of having his power back in comic, and he still doesn't know what's going on. And we're going into like this Lazarus Planet mode, so we don't know what they're about to do with it either. So
what's
that's
going to
not
happen?
going to maintain like that at all.
I don't know. I read it and was like, man, Lex can't win save the day. But
that's the thing
I enjoyed it.
Happening in both titles, the Action title as well as the John Kent title, is these fluctuating, unpredictable power set things is a thing happening, especially with John Kent more than Clark right now. Really? So we know John Kent's about to be going electric blue as well, or whether that's going to be a catalyst from the Lazarus resin when the mountain or the volcano explodes, or if it's a natural progression we've been seeing since Philip Kennedy Johnson's first issue in 2021, when they hinted at it with his ability to do things his dad can't do. They keep kind of revisiting that theme every 3-4 months or so.
Over that.
Out of all the super titles, the biggest disappointment that I had was Son of Kal-El, because they had such potential to be able to do such great things with that title. I like that whole concept, and then they got caught up with all the like gimmicks to try to boost up rates, and they turned it into a soap opera comic more than an actual a superhero comic where he's going beating up or something. Like through the first, I don't know, 10, 20. No, actually, they just canceled it, I think, right?
I kind of agree and disagree with that. I think
I read for the
pulled the bisexual gimmick, as you put it, but where it's different than some people kind of just virtue signaling that stuff is Tom Taylor delivered with it. That book in no way was about John Kent coming out of the closet or being bi, no more than Clark's heterosexuality is the topic of his books. But the book was kind of like,
how many punches did he throw in the first dozen
stuff? Like it was kind of just getting drawn out to kind of line up with what was happening with Clark's return, and it had a few issues that were just like a snooze fest. But it kind of has the same tone that Nightwing does. It's not meant to be this big cosmic level storytelling like Clark's is. It was more of a personal, like really, I don't know, small. It doesn't cover a lot of ground. You know,
but
that seemed to be the two most popular DC comics of the last year or so. Like at least ongoing was Kal-El and Nightwing.
Yeah,
or at least critically acclaimed.
It was good, but like I said, the only complaint I had about it was you can feel where they were kind of dragging the story because they had a merging point these two writers had to collide on.
Yeah, but that's a problem in general, right? Because essentially every book, Marvel and DC, is like heading towards something big that will you know what I mean? They all do that essentially.
Well, you just had it was an editing thing. You had two writers working on two separate characters that have to. All right, y'all tell your stories, but make sure at the end of those stories he is here and he is there. Y'all make sure they're standing here on this date. So one of them handled it a little bit better than the other, and Philip Kennedy Johnson, like you can't even tell that another like editing, you can't even see it. But the John Kent one, you're like Taylor should have done a middle arc in there somewhere, but the whole thing was about dealing with Henry Bendix and the country of Gamora. You know,
but
he needed another story arc in the middle of it.
It needed action. It's Superman. You know, it just needed some action. You know, there's a reason why they had Superman in Action Comics for so many years, even though this is his son.
I have a feeling there was action in every book. You just open it up. I bet you there's action in every book.
I bet you there's not, because I read the first dozen issues and I freaking wanted to use them as a pillow because they were putting me to sleep.
Pillows are nice. Pillows are nice. Tyler, did you read this? Have you seen that?
I haven't even heard of it.
Yeah, it's a Blaze. I picked it up because Comics by the Bay was doing his week review or whatever, and he said he was picking it up, and he gave a little brief storyline, and it sounds really cool. So I'm gonna.
Which your Blaze book is it again?
It's Black Sun, Children of the Black Sun.
Everyone really loved Something is Killing the Children.
Yeah, they had Something is Killing the Children cover, but my store didn't have it. They only had this one. But Chris got one, and I was super jealous. But I'm going to read that. That looks cool. It's no Dragon Ball Z, Tyler, but, what can we do?
I'll have to look it up. I'll see if my shop got any.
A Blaze puts out solid stuff. A lot of it is low-key translated from like Europe or Brazil.
Yeah.
And sometimes they have problems fitting it into into our comic book size, but sometimes it works really well. So
yeah.
I haven't read that though yet.
Well, I gotta head off, guys. Have a great day. I gotta get back to work and pay some bills.
All right.
See ya.
Bye, Journey.
Goodbye.
And also Calculated Man, because I'm the only one reading it. I just think it's
I like
hilarious.
the first one. I like the first one. I just stopped.
Fine.
It's like I said, it's like Sheldon from Big Bang Theory decided to just have to go out and kill the mob that he had worked for. I think that's
Well, who's the writer on that? Who's the writer and artist on that again?
It is Paul Tubin.
So he
and
must be getting paid. They
Alberto-
must not be paying him that much. So they can pay him, not the other people.
Alberto Albuquerque.
Because that's Aftershock, right?
It is Aftershock, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know enough about all the independents, but I've been picking up some here and there. That's my new thing for 2023 is to try to find one or two that I enjoy reading and follow and pick them up.
Oh, that's surprising. When did gas get cheaper?
It's been a little cheaper around here where I live. It definitely dropped some in the last month or two.
It's dropped down for me too.
Yeah, I don't think I realized it.
Nick, what you got there? That's Evil Knievel in the back. Oh yeah. I don't have that one.
That's my
nice.
first pressing of a square-bound book, and it came out pretty well.
Nice.
One of the many what ifs that just ended up being true later.
True.
Yeah, exactly.
Which one?
What if Spider-Man joined the Fantastic Four?
Fantastic Four.
You would get the best Fantastic Four team ever.
Dude, the best Fantastic Four, I just like to make people mad, but the best Fantastic Four team is that, they redid the book recently with Hulk and Wolverine and Ghost Rider and Spider-Man.
Yeah, the new Fantastic Four. That's the one I was referring to. Dude. I
Yeah,
love
they're
it.
the best.
It's fun.
And yeah. I reread the old ones because I knew that one was coming out.
Same here.
Yeah, and I like that. I like that Marvel. Yeah, I like that Marvel started doing those throwback '90s stories.
Yeah, I've been screaming their praises. That's pretty much like all that I can like co-sign with Marvel. Did you see where
Joe Fixit just came out?
Did you? Yeah, from Peter David. I put out there like, thankfully we finally will get a guaranteed Hulk book worth of reading. Planet Hulk is trash. Regular Hulk is trash. But that original Fantastic Four 340, I thought that story was so fun because it built up to this big underground war with all these monsters that were all throwback homages to like the 60s era monsters in comics, and then they don't even battle.
No.
Like a big build up to nothing. I'm like, really?
Yeah, they do battle in the new one though.
Yeah, I just thought it was funny.
Finally going off to CBCS, Mark.
Nice. You can't just walk in there anymore, can you?
No, the person, my little hookup is no longer employed there.
Did her husband find out or something?
You can't get a new one? You can't like meet someone else?
Well, honestly, there's really, aside from the signature verification, there's really no need for me to go to CBCS. CGC is just quicker, cheaper.
Yeah, CBCS had their chance and they really
did.
The ball.
They really did.
Yeah, they blew it big time.
Several times. And now that CGC is coming out with a new magazine slab too.
When's that happening? Because CBCS won't even come up off theirs.
No, it's been. I saw that one like before the summer started.
Nick,
yeah.
Southern Comic Geek wants to know
No,
what
not
Daryl you were inside of.
Not Daryl, and it's funny that somebody said that, but it was his wife.
I told y'all. Tried to tell y'all.
Wow, that's funny.
So these three are going.
Daryl didn't think so, Jim.
Oh, Stan Lee.
Signed by Stan.
Did you just like get that or you had it?
The infamous Tyler book. Caliber Presents #1.
I'm gonna make you bigger because.
But this is the back cover.
That's beautiful.
This is the back cover.
Oh, you had that graded.
What?
I had it graded, but then I had Obar do that to it.
God, I wouldn't have cracked the CGC for CBCS on that one.
Oh.
That's your PC copy, though, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I still wouldn't have done it.
No.
They didn't have witness option there?
That's you. I bought it slab.
No, I'm saying when you got it, when you got those done, when you went to see Obar, they didn't have.
Yeah, but you know what? At the time, it was a lot cheaper to have it witnessed by CGC. It was like $200.
Jesus Christ!
As opposed to the $90 I'm paying now. So
wow.
You're gonna get them slab backwards, right?
I'm getting that one slab backwards. Yes.
They're gonna fuck it up and do it regular.
Yeah, you know, I worry about that, but
yeah. you just be prepared for it. You just gotta send it back.
Well, Good thing about picking it up right then and there. And I'm actually going there today to pick up my C2E2 books. My John Jang, Darth Maul, Darth Vader. What else is there? Something is Killing the Children, remarked by Jay Lee. And there's one other one. But it's been a year and change.
Southern Comic Geek said that CBCS sent back his magazine books because they don't know when the slabs will come now.
Yeah, I actually had one in my hands. So I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
It's a prototype.
They were good too. I'm telling
They
you.
prototyped it. They had an ad out for it that was public for a minute.
Yeah.
Like it I want to say they even dated it. Like by the month, right? Didn't they say it was like coming?
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it was
June.
like,
And
yeah,
it was
no,
like,
I can't remember what the date was, but
yeah,
I think I do remember seeing there was a time
or
on
coming
there.
this summer. It was something like that.
Yeah, because it had to be like April or May when I had one.
Yeah.
And they said it was, I know for sure it was June or July. 100% sure they said that. And then it completely disappeared.
Supply chain.
It seems like every time they get a little bit of momentum,
They do something. Yeah, they've shot themselves in the foot so bad. I
They
still
do.
have stuff from October 2021 there.
they do something or they don't do anything at all.
I have no idea if it even is there anymore.
All
So
you need to
just-
do is go on YouTube and see people that go, yeah, I got this back after almost 2 years at CBCS, and you're
I
like,
know.
I'm never going to send anything there.
And just to I sent 25 books, 29 books to CGC. December 19th, they received them and they're on their way back to me already. And that's through the
Right.
regular modern tier.
Yeah.
Now, will they have hairs in it? Will they be flipped upside down? Will
I haven't
they
had
have
any
the right
problems with
label?
CGC lately.
Listen, all I know is that can be okay for 28 of the 29 books, but there's one coming back that I hope there's nothing wrong with it.
What's that one?
That's the
Do they have hair verification?
well, not going to be mine. That's the Spider-Man M&M book.
Oh yeah.
I hope you get a solid 9.2 on it, brother.
Coming back 9.8.
Yeah.
You better sell that quick.
It's
Good luck
already-
selling it. Yeah.
It's already up on eBay with no picture.
Why don't you put a picture on it?
I don't have a picture.
Just get a generic one.
Oh, I did put the generic. I put the generic one with the cert on there.
I mean, you can just go online and rip a picture and use it.
No, but I've done that before, and people have contacted me like, "Hey, that's not your slab.
Yeah.
Take it down immediately."
I wouldn't want to see that. Right, I wouldn't want to see that.
So
For a slab, I'd want the real picture. When I'm just buying, whatever book, I don't give a shit if they put the stock picture. But for a slab, I think I'd want to see it.
SCG, it's actually the brownie variant. Brownie ones are very good.
Generic? No.
Bro, you need to put on your little Michael Jackson jacket, hold that slab, and get like your kid to take a picture of you and put that on eBay.
People don't want the jacket though.
You'll get some more.
SCG, I need to get that number.
You got to stand out in a pack of other people trying to sell the same shitty book. Like, buy mine.
Oh, kind of like when you see a half naked girl.
Exactly.
Right.
I would go for a red jacket Nick over a half naked girl all day.
All day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, E-Man's got a good question, and I think DJ hit it right on the head. If you do as many submissions as like Nick does, I'm sure it's worth every penny.
If you do it
I would
one
never-
time,
Yeah, if you have
submit
three books you
one
wanna-
time,
they give you
with
100.
enough to cover a 150.
Yeah,
But
I just wouldn't do it enough.
I can tell you that they have like the Black Friday deal that they just had.
Yeah.
They gave you the year's worth of membership for $99, and you still got the 150 in credit. So you're actually making 50. This time around, they messed up because they thought people thought that you'd be able to renew at 99, and that wasn't the case. So they gave you an extra $50 in credit. So I wound up getting $200 in credit plus the membership for $100.
Wow.
That doesn't sound like a great way to do business.
Well,
I don't know. There's ton. I could go through a bunch of books and be like, all right, I want to get this, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't.
Well, honestly, if you're thinking about selling one or two of them, if that book is right in a hot sale, it'll pay for your submission. It'll pay for your
right. That's how you got to work it. I just don't want to. I myself don't want to mess with all that. I'd rather send my books to Justin, have him press it, and then say, here, now send it to CGC for me. Because I only may do like 3 or 4 books at a time, and that'd be it. I don't know. Maybe that's just not the good way to do it, but he gets a little money. I get what I want.
No, you're just a philanthropist, Jim.
No, I don't need to have a bunch of books up there. I have enough that I rotate around as it is. I can't, I like the Remy Q one gave me. I have to keep that one up for a while. Then I have to keep my brothers up for a while. Then I'll rotate some other ones out. Well, I am looking at a Mr. Miracle #1 in a 7.5, which I'm thinking about pulling the trigger on.
So, I mean, if that's the case, you could just buy a raw book, throw $20 into it or $50 into it and not pay that premium for having it slapped.
Nice. There you go. DJ
I'm in
driving
on
the market
eBay.
now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's only going to reflect on his birthday gift because that's what I'm using the money for.
Good job. Yeah.
So Mark is buying porn books.
So what?
Mark is buying porn books now. Is this opening a whole new world to your collection?
Did I miss something?
The book that you did not say for workbook you showed.
Oh yeah.
Is this opening a whole new world for your collection?
No, not at all. I even have it in a drawer versus in my comic stuff.
Let me see.
I have it down here in a drawer. It's that
the Remy Q FOMO book.
Yeah, that Remy Q FOMO book of that Star Wars chick. It's like
it's funny you bought a nude book of a Star Wars character you don't even know the name of.
Daisy. They have her in the likeness of Daisy. What's her name? Daisy Ryder or something like that.
Ridley.
Daisy Ridley's likeness wearing Slave Leia's outfit, but not wearing the outfit. You'd have to get the A cover to get the outfit.
It's close. Is it really coming up? I thought no. Well, for me, I'm the A man. I'm not a T man. I'm an A man.
The hairier, the better, right, Nick?
Well, yeah, I mean, because you can, if you lose grip, you can tangle your fingers up in it, so it doesn't really go anywhere. So
yeah, I heard that.
I like both.
I'm all T.
I'm a T and A. I like some brains too.
Oh, come on, Chris. I dare you.
That's why I married up.
Do the whole thing. Oh fuck, man. Two Starbucks lines. This coffee's not that good, guy.
Prince Albert's.
Nick, did you see my joint? That's a sweet joint. I can't believe somebody can drop that out of their pocket.
Where is it
and
from?
I find it years later. That's insane. It's America. It's 1947. It was the $50. It's the Liberty $50. So you had this one, and then you had the Benjamin Franklin for a few years, and then they went to Kennedy. But yeah, that was insane. When that rang up, I was like, this is going to be a piece of trash for sure. A big piece of aluminum because I was right next to this building. And I'm like, this is not going to be good. But then I was like, you know what? I'm going to be optimistic. And I swung over the area some more. And I was like, you know, this might be good because the machine I have doesn't really, it'll ID it, but it won't ID it but so much. And I dug it and I was like, holy shicey, that's a good one.
Doesn't
Yeah,
it just show you what's under there? It just shows you like this is a coin or this is a.
No, I think
Well,
it's
no,
the strength of the beeps will tell you what it is.
It gets you what's called a target ID, and it will say, so like this one rang up a 97 on my machine. But if you crumple up enough aluminum, like really into a ball, it could ring up that same 97 signal. But it can tell when it's something bigger.
Nerd.
So it's okay.
My son has a metal detector. I remember going detecting with my grandfather too. He used to love going metal detecting.
I can just picture him. Boy, if you don't find something we don't eat tonight.
Yeah, we ate metal.
I used to watch this guy on YouTube that would go out in the morning and see how much he could find by 5 o'clock or whatever, and whatever he found money wise, that's what he'd pay for him.
I feel like I can picture Nick and his grandfather doing that as DJ was somewhere else collecting cans. It was DJ's thing, was collecting cans.
Cans of what?
Who knows? A dog? I think they're called dogs, DJ.
Cadaver detector. Why? You forget where you buried him?
What, Jimmy Hoffa? That's a guy?
He said I was indeed collecting cans.
I have not seen it yet, so give me a brief what you thought of the menu, because I wanted to see it when it came out, and the wife put the nix on that one.
It's fun to watch through one time, you know what I mean? Just because
it's not worth it though.
No, hang on. Like you start it, you're like, oh, I want to know what's going on. You're like, you're sitting there wanting to know answers, but as soon as you get them, you're like, fuck, did I waste my time for it?
Yeah.
It's Gordon Ramsay gone wild, but the ending is that might as well have been written by Donnie Cates.
Yeah,
I'm still gonna watch it because it's on HBO Max now. So
I wouldn't even waste my time. We watched it the day it came out, and I've been doing those like mini reviews on Instagram. I didn't even do one for it because I had no idea what to even say. The first hour, 45 minutes maybe, I really liked it, and I couldn't wait to see where it was going.
Right,
and then I hated it by the end. And Lisa was like, "Wow, that was
the writer."
terrible.
The writer had a fun start to a movie and like either got drunk or got sober halfway through the movie.
To me, it's like one of those pitch meetings where we have this awesome pitch for a movie and we forgot that we had to end it.
That's disappointing.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think, what was the name of that one that
made you talk? DJ. What? Get out of here.
You got a meeting. You got a meeting in 20 minutes. Get out of here.
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh, I guess Chris left. Okay.
Fucking
got
Chris.
booted off. You got booted off.
Appreciate this.
Yeah. I might still watch it though, just because it's weird.
We've been here, Esteban.
But you know what? I've been rereading his Thor run. His Thor run is pretty good. It's still pretty good, I maintain. It's enjoyable.
Yeah. I read that God of Hammers arc. I really, really liked it.
In the first 6 issues, he's fighting Galactus. He's having problems with the hammer. Sif doesn't love him anymore. It's a pretty good run. The other stuff?
Yeah. I mean, he got people to like him from something. He was good at one point.
Yeah, I'd say it would be Thor. I'd say it'd be Thor because the Hulk stuff would. So I didn't pick up Joe Fixit. I don't know why. I love Peter David, but I didn't pick it up.
You lost your mind.
I need to go back. Yeah, well, I have to go back because there were some other things that they didn't have, and they said they're coming in Friday, so maybe I'll pick it up when I go pick up the other stuff. I'm starting to wonder about my LCS. They're either they don't have this or they have that. And, drives me crazy. So.
I'm seeing Megan tomorrow.
That looks interesting. I watched her rip somebody's ear off in some clip. Okay,
Didn't
look
they
at that.
just?
I've heard really good things.
that?
I'm excited for it.
I just watched some.
Is that the
halftime
doll
show.
one?
Yeah, it's like the robot doll thing.
So it's like a Chucky.
Yeah, kind of looks
Advanced
like
Chucky.
Chucky.
Advanced Chucky. They've done a ton of those type things too, where it's like they're not quite human, but yet they want to be human, but then they kill the humans. I don't know.
It looks good. I hope it's good.
Yeah, I can imagine.
So.
Austin's car.
I'm talking up Heroes Con already.
Yep.
Yeah, me and Pops will be there.
I'm waiting for flights to hit 400. And I'm going.
I got people like in one of the other chats that are asking me questions about it. I'm like, well, I'm definitely, it's the place to go, man. Trying to get Caroline to go.
So I picked them up.
Yeah, my whole family might go. It kind of. My wife wants to go with us and bring the kids because there's other stuff to do there, but I don't know about that.
Yeah, I bring Sam to the beach.
I don't know.
Flights are $640.
Wife here,
Jesus.
It's cheaper to
just
go
get
to
in the
Mexico.
car, start driving now.
No, I'm not even doing that. After driving to Kansas City, there's no way I'm driving to Charlotte. I've driven to Charlotte before, and it's not fun. It's like a 14-hour drive.
Yeah, no, you don't want to do that. I wouldn't drive to Texas. No way. I might if I had to, but I'd rather just get on a plane and have it done. Hopefully, Southwest will have their act together. Now, you go out of Southwest? Would you use Southwest? I don't know. What's the hub over that way? It's got to be Southwest.
No, this
right?
is like the American land of the Americans here. I think Southwest is a hub too. I think there's a ton of pilots who live in my area.
Yeah, I know Southwest is they're big in Baltimore over here. So I don't know, but I've got it locked in because the wife is going to England in March. So I can pretty much, I said, listen, I want to go to Heroes Con. Is that going to be cool? She's like, yeah. I'm like, then I started thinking, of course it is. I'm going to spend less money at Heroes Con than you are going to freaking England. So I can start looking into that.
I'm looking up.
I'll be honest with you. I don't hate Donny Cates' writing, and I just haven't found much that I enjoy.
No, they've been a
I
few.
love crossover. That first arc was kind of just whatever, but that second arc of crossover has been like really good, and that's about all that I can say that I have loved of Donny Cates.
God Country?
God Country was mad at me. I think it was because everyone hyped it up, and then I read it. I'm like, this shit is a rushed bore. Like, you're trying to play with emotional tropes that you're not actually like building and presenting. You're just saying, here they are, so be emotional. It felt gimmicky to me, and this isn't something I normally say, but that should have been twice as long as it was, because it felt completely rushed through. Like, all the concepts and the world building, it was absent of world building, but everything just like you're already. It's like everything was missing an issue between each issue to me.
Daddy,
Yeah, bud.
I picked up dude and his legs for Sam moving.
Yeah, it's like he's swimming in the air, isn't it?
Yeah, I wanted to make him like
Making welcome packets. Also, while I'm doing this, if there are any channel members watching who have not received a welcome packet for joining the channel membership, be sure to reach out to me on Instagram so we can make all those dreams come true.
Yeah,
This one's going to the United Kingdom.
Across the pond.
Across the pond, as they say. That is what they say, after all.
That is. E-Man, I agree. We just need something gimmicky. If we change like the first letter to K, I know Tyler will be in. And we open ourselves up to a whole new demographic.
Yeah, good.
Apparently it's Tyler and CJ.
It's $431 from Fort Wayne to Charlotte then.
There you go. That's nothing for you, Tyler. It's nothing for you, buddy.
Are you looking Google flights?
It's Big Rig Billy.
Big Rig Billy.
Yes.
Yeah, but Big Rig Billy would be there for sure because that's in his backyard. And it's worth that money just to see Big Billy.
I think that's where everybody's staying too.
I enjoyed it.
Weston.
We're all
At his
sleeping
house,
in the
right?
car part of Q's house.
Oh.
My audio weird. Like, I don't want to have feedback or anything.
You
We
seem a
can
little
barely hear you.
You seem a little distant.
You can barely hear me.
Yeah.
What if I yell like this?
Yeah.
You
Is
actually
that
sound
better?
normal. Yeah.
It actually is a little
Okay.
better.
I don't think it'll be that weird for people to see me driving and just yelling at nobody.
Probably not.
Put your windows down so they can hear you too.
Okay. Hey, comic books.
You would do it
Yeah,
too.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, what is that?
Wearing green doesn't make you a Ninja Turtle.
Oh, I've got to look that up.
That point of view, you ever see the GIF where the guy's eating popcorn?
Yeah.
That's what Remy's looks like. Trash.
So how y'all doing today?
Pretty good, bro. Pretty good.
Hey, what kind of beef jerky you eating, Remy?
If you eat it, they will come.
It's Takis.
Takis is okay, but there's another brand out there that's pretty good, isn't there, Tyler?
Oh yeah, there's nothing better than Chomps. If you've ever tried Chomps, it's not beef jerky though; it's a beef stick.
They have great beef jerky, but I don't like their representative.
Tyler's brother?
Hey.
Jones. That's funny. What is with all these comic book shops getting robbed?
Daddy, it's the same dude.
Why is it taking this long for people to figure it out?
Yeah, well, once Wall Street started saying that we should invest in comics,
over with.
That's what.
Yeah, this Comics just posted a thing on Instagram. These guys in ski masks came in and broke in and took a bunch of books. I don't.
Anybody else playing this Marvel Collect game?
I never heard of it.
You collect digital cards.
Ooh, no, but that sounds fun.
awful.
I like it.
Jim got excited and digital cards, man. Here, I'll make you big. Let's see it. Sell me on it. Yeah, I am not sold. Really laughing loudly.
The reason why I started too is you can collect Scotty Young cards too. They had a
Yet
Scotty Young.
another terrible representative.
Look, there you go. Spider-Ham for you.
That one's cool. I like that. Okay. Just making sure, Lee J.
Oh, you didn't want me to.
My oldest daughter dropped these off at my house the other day.
Link Squid.
Greetings, gentlemen.
Link Squid.
Beyond Meat Jerky.
Yeah, Beyond is a brand, so I've been afraid to even try them.
I love Beyond
They're
Meat.
pretty good.
Like I've had Beyond Burgers and stuff, which are fantastic. Are probably like the best brand of plant-based burgers.
False.
That jerky's pretty good, Mark. I've
Yeah,
had it before.
that's actually really damn good.
Yeah.
I had a Beyond Burger once in my life. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad.
So you would try that over a taco?
By taco, do you mean an actual taco, or are we still using the
Hashtag
code
lollipop?
for
Lollipop?
vagina? Vagina. Do you mean vagina, Nick?
No, I don't mean that. I have no
Hey,
problem saying
seriously, if you're ever looking for a veggie burger, the best one I ever had was at Red Robin, and it was a veggie burger with extra bacon. It was awesome.
seems about right.
Usually when we get
Robin.
the burgers, because my daughter's vegan, so usually what we do is we'll cook the burger meat, the ground beef or whatever, and then we just give her the packaging and she'll eat that. Terrible.
Nice.
So I'm out, man.
Making way to make
Save-
an impact.
save the
Become a
planet.
man.
Because she's a vegan, so she eats the packaging.
What do you do for your day
The
job?
rest of these I just got out of a meeting not so long ago. I'm super sick, but I was just like, let me hop on this CBC award nominated Hangout.
Oh,
Thanks, man.
4 out of 6 ain't bad. 66% ain't
Now
bad.
out here for some.
Boy, did you hear Frankie's declared bankruptcy too? I did. I immediately went to check to see if they were going to fulfill my order.
Yeah, they said they would.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
I went to see what they had on clearance.
Nothing.
Yeah.
I've had an order with them for like a couple months and they haven't shipped it out. So I wonder
Which
if
is
that
normal
means
for them. In all seriousness, they've never been close to
God.
shipping.
I'm surprised that they actually declared bankruptcy. They're pretty
So
good.
can we get our money back or what?
No, they're not. They're not going under.
Yeah, they
Oh,
said they're
shit.
coming back in March.
Well, back to social media and stuff, but they declared bankruptcy because of the state of their company. In order to protect what they have and like everything, they needed the financial protection that came with it. And they're hoping to get back out of it.
No, I just thought
All the pre-orders and stuff that they have are still being fulfilled. They're not. No one's at risk of losing anything out like that.
Mine wasn't even a pre-order; it was just an order that they still haven't fulfilled.
Oh, you need to email them on that then.
I did. It just they seem to be slow as hell.
Mm-hmm.
I declare.
Always, I've ordered from them.
bankruptcy!
That was like the second shop I ever ordered from, and they've always been like this, so it's fine. It'll show up.
Packaging is second only to BTC.
Yeah, they use comic shields.
Yeah, the first time I ordered from them, they shipped like same week, and it was great.
I've never had that happen, and I've ordered from
Time
them
I
before.
ordered, they ship same day.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. To be fair, it had to be over a year ago.
So, Digger Jim, are you in on Heroes and everyone getting Link Squad Prince Alberts?
Wearing the same shirt.
And then we'll put them all together to make the Link Squid.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Squid.
Or everybody gets. There's only 8 of us. The 8 people that are. No, how many fucking letters are on Link Squad? No, we each get a different letter. So what's that? 9? No, 10. Because then somebody gets the hashtag. So 10.
Who's going to be the L?
I was representing it last year, so I'm definitely rocking some stuff. Actually, you know who? I need to get a Legion shirt. I don't know what's wrong with me. I need need to order that shit today.
Yeah, if you're watching the channel, it should be a direct link right under you on your phone
I
the
need
merch
to.
store.
Yeah, I
Merch
need to
store.
get a Legion shirt. I don't have a Legion shirt. I have Nick's. I have Remy's. And I need to get that. What? Oh shit! What was it? Is it still available? The Indiana Urkel. I need to get the Indiana Urkel for sure.
Indiana Urkel.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm profiting off of Tyler as we
I don't
speak.
know. I don't know why it
You
would
got to
go
get the
away.
Indiana Urkel.
What the hell is Legion?
That was the
Indiana
best.
Urkel?
You don't know the Indiana Urkel?
No.
gotta-
Is that
you
some
gotta
sort
go
of
look-
sex
That's-
move?
That was
No, there it is, right?
Beckerman's. Yeah,
That was Beckerman.
that was
I remember
Beckerman.
when I said, "That's perfect. That's exactly
What did I
he
do?
does." What did I do?
Oh shit!
So I made that.
I gotta get that on it. I gotta get a shirt of that for sure.
Hey, Mark,
Wow.
the link is broken in the description.
Well, then don't use the description.
Yo, Indiana Urkel. Holy shit.
Just go to Legion of Comics .shop.
Yeah, I will. I'll get it.
Yo.
There's a YouTube has it on YouTube, not in the description, but actually on YouTube.
What did I do?
Yeah.
Oh, this shit is hilarious. I will have to
Now you
purchase
need
one
to
of
take
these.
the live chat off. Should be under there somewhere.
The other day I was watching something and the guy's name was Tyler and he legit said, "What did I do?" And I tried to screen record my phone and I couldn't because it was on an app. Heavy Metal 2000. He was saying something. He was like, "Oh, well, they call me Tyler," and then the chick slapped him with like a garbage can lid, and he goes, "Oh, well, but what did I do?" And I was just like, "I cannot escape fucking Tyler." Heavy Metal 2000.
Remy in the background.
Starring Michael Ironside. That's Remy. I thought that was Large Marge. Wow, that's the Remy's view. That's the POV from his last victim.
I didn't even know this was a thing.
You know.
That's funny.
72% of truck drivers are serial killers.
You kind of have to get it in clear and yellow, don't you?
I'm not a truck driver, but they trust me with this. I don't know what I'm doing.
Are you really in a big rig?
I wonder, like, how many other people are out here driving big trucks and they don't know what the hell they're doing, just like me. Like, I'm just going. I don't know.
Remy just crash into the loading dock of a mall as if it was Dawn of the Dead.
Does it have air brakes?
Yeah.
You know,
Can you
I
blow
mean,
they got the horn?
You know, they had air brakes. You're supposed to
have the
have a
full horn.
CDL and all that other jazz, but yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't have a full horn.
Oh, that's a pussy.
Yeah, when John was like, I want to say 16 or 17, he worked for a summer at the construction place that my dad worked at, and my dad there was a long drive to get to the office building, and my dad's coming this way, and one of the big half-ton dump trucks comes driving the opposite direction. He does a double take, and he's like, "No, that can't be John." He just has a regular license. He went in there and he asked the foreman that happened to be in there, and he said, "Where's John?" And he said, "Oh, I sent him on a trip. He took the truck." And he's like, "What truck?" And he's like, number 16 or whatever. And he's like, he said he could drive a truck. He's like, a pickup truck, not a half-ton dump truck. And damn if that fool didn't drive that truck from there to like, God, it probably is at least 40 miles, maybe further. And he had to go through parts of the city to get where that place was. I said, "What were you thinking?" He's like, "Guy said he needed a truck of stuff moved. I got in the truck and drove."
That's hilarious.
And that was into that, but he never did that again. He almost took out a.
Even better, I get to do that when I'm 40.
Nick, I updated the link in the description. It was the old link before I had my domain until I rolled over my descriptions.
Hmm.
No, I got it.
I had to rent the U-Haul, and I thought I was the shit. I thought I was Smokey and the Bandit, man.
Right on.
Just for a
Smokey and the
U-Haul.
Bandit. Wasn't that a different movie though?
I've never seen it, so I just assumed it has to do with big
BJ and the Bear? DJ and the Bear.
You had me at BJ, sir.
DJ is
the bear.
I usually do.
Oh shit! Yeah, I regret that word choice. Jesus Christ! Jesus Christ!
I love you, God.
Oh shit! Jesus Christ! We love you, God.
And he's driving with Doritos.
He's double fisting
That's
it.
skill
between
right
beef
there.
jerky and Doritos.
Dumb.
I mean, that's the fun of driving a truck, right? I get to eat whatever I want.
That is true, sir.
That is absolutely correct. 100%.
I gotta hop off, guys.
Yeah.
I love you.
I don't know what's
Why
going
not?
on.
Yeah, yeah. I gotta head to CBCS too. So
He said, "Oh God, hey, did you get that package?
no, I didn't.
Get the fuck out of here! Come on, are you serious?
Dead serious.
It was supposed to be delivered yesterday."
So now I have to. Now I have to take an extra
No.
trip.
Hold on, I'm tracking it. Hold on. It was supposed to be delivered yesterday. Are you lying to me, Nicholas?
No, I just DM'd you too.
Jump around and play, though. That means it's feeling a little better.
And my neck is feeling like it's feeling like
Hold on,
that
please
my,
hold.
my body ain't.
Unless it's outside, I didn't know.
That was going around my nose.
Unless one of these porch pirates jacked it. You gotta be kidding me. It says it's out for delivery. Shit, and it was supposed to get there yesterday. Wait a minute, today's the
Today's the 6th.
That sucks. But it was in Dallas yesterday. I mean, it was in Texas yesterday.
It's such a small state too. I'm wondering why it wasn't delivered yesterday. Then.
GFY.
For my information?
No, GFY, according to the latest definition in the Urban Dictionary, that means go fuck yourself.
I love how he emphasized that.
You said that's that shit with malice.
You got that big F on that thing on the end of that.
That always annoyed me in watching movies growing up. Whenever people would curse, because we would say, whatever, go fuck yourself. They'd be like, they put like 2 seconds worth of emphasis on the curse word just to drive it home. Like, nobody does that in real life.
I strive to.
Nice.
We'll practice tonight at 9 p.m.
Fuck yourself, man.
Yeah, 9 p.m. in the mix. The last episode of In the Mix with DJ Links. I'll
Did it go
explain
Squid
later.
DJ?
And he's changed his name to BJ Dinks.
Ah. Okay.
Links.
Changing my name to Links Lordly.
Oh, so you're coming not with an agenda, but with ultimatums.
Yeah, the ultimatums.
Absolutely.
That's how I roll. Also, I've heard. Yeah, I gotta get to work.
You're subscribed to who?
Yeah. Oh, shit. Remy, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, man.
Did you talk to Bearded Comic Bro today by any chance?
I did. Am I supposed to?
You are not supposed to, sir.
God! Please!
He's on the list.
Forgive me! Forgive me!
No
Please,
reciprocal
don't
support.
ban my YouTube channel from YouTube! No! I've broken the rules! I've broken the rules!
MQ Studios, you're fired.
Oh, no. What a jerk off.
Gentlemen, and Fiend.
I'm not talking about you, DJ. I'm talking about the other guy.
Oh, I thought you were talking about me.
Each
I was like, how can you see
situation
what
is
I'm doing
fixed.
right now?
No, I get what you're doing.
We're talking about DJ Lordley.
DJ Lord.
No, stop. Come on, man, stop. You guys reciprocally support me.
Hey, so just to reiterate, DJ, you don't have your paperwork for CGC, do you?
Hold on, let me Google what reiterate means. Paperwork. What do you mean?
So if I send yeah,
For CGC?
Mm-hmm.
So my
got lost in the
I
mail.
mean, yeah, it should be because I got something signed at CGC.
Are you your yellow label qualified, right?
Yeah, qualified.
I can
But they
send this
did
in
it wrong. Hold up, wait a minute. I would wait for CGC. No, they don't do verified signature. You mean CBCS?
No, CGC.
Yeah. So wait till I get mine back because remember they fucked up on mine.
I don't think they did. I think you should roll with their decision.
Because it's CGC, right? Yeah, I should roll with their decision.
Well, honestly, I think I can sign it in front of them, and they'll still give me a yellow label. It just won't say your name.
But you're saying CBC? You mean CBCS?
Well, now CBCS, yes.
I mean, do you have any friends over there?
Not anymore.
Over there or in general?
In general, either.
No, because I mean, if I was you, I would go over there and be like, "Listen, my name is Nick. I got this thing. This guy, he signed it for me. Come on, man, hook it up." And then you show your pearly whites.
Can you verify this signature for me?
Go over there and ask for Daryl's wife. I'm here for Daryl's wife.
Daryl's wife in the place.
Yes, this is Mr. Crane here for Daryl's wife, please.
Oh no!
Paging Mr. Herman. Mr. Herman.
Paging
you have a
Mr.
telephone
Herman. He's just
You
in
have a telephone
full
call
Pee Wee
at the
mode,
front
huh?
desk.
Yeah,
No.
that fucking puppet. I swear. Bro, when
I
he
know,
pulled
my
that limp, creepy thing out of that box.
Limp, creepy
No,
thing.
wait. Can we
Not
just
Not the
can we just
first time.
confirm what the limp, creepy thing is?
You know what it is.
We all know what it is.
My penis.
That was the
All right.
goal, I think.
Keyword
I'm gonna go
today
start my work.
Oh, don't leave now.
Oh yes.
The penis is a Jim away.
That was the first time for everything, right, Jim?
I'm sure I'll be watching you at 9 tonight. Rehash this, so I will be going off to do my work chores that I need to do on my day off because
The last episode of DJ Links.
Yes, I can't wait to hear what the new show will be.
Last episode in the mix.
I'll see you later. Remy, be safe.
Peace, Jim.
Don't hit anybody.
I will.
Later.
Remy,
Doesn't sound
don't
too
be safe.
confident.
Hit everyone. I think there's blood on Remy's tires right now.
Couple of hairs in his front grill.
I'm driving here.
Are you from New York? That was very New York sounding. I'm driving the Link Squid. Yeah, I had to do it before somebody else did it, man.
That was good. It definitely gives the vibe.
Yeah, it was. I don't know. I've been bored lately.
DJ, have you sent a new member packet to Dr. Von Hoot yet?
I have not sent the new member packet to Dr. Von Hoot. If you want to send me yours, I'll send it out together.
Well, I've already got it filled out. I was going to ask you the roundabout ballpark figure.
I don't know. Probably.
Because I haven't sent just an envelope through the mail before to over the pond. I'm sorry, Nick, across the pond.
Over the ocean and under the bridge.
To grandma's house we
Yes,
go.
I'm about to send it today.
A regular envelope like that probably should be like $285 maybe.
Yeah, I know it ain't much. I was just curious.
Yeah. I have to send something in. You have his address?
Yeah.
Can you shoot that to me, please, if you don't mind, sir?
Yeah, it's super complicated.
I'm waiting for him to give me a movie choice so I can send one to him.
Usually, when I have to ship overseas, I just put 1, 2, 3, and then the city. So I'll be like 1, 2, 3, London.
They even put the accent on. Nice.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, London. Yo, Dr. Von Hoot is a hoot. The guy's he's a trip, man. Great dude.
Just disregard the. I copied and pasted it, DJ. So disregard the message that he put at the top of it. We're talking about how I lost my IG account.
No, put that on the envelope too.
I'm gonna write that entire thing on the envelope.
It says, yeah, IG really screwed you over. Must be a right ball ache." I told him, well, a left ball, but yeah.
Wow. I'm like, hi, it's me, Mark from IG. I promise. Bollocks.
Have a hop off, fellas. I'll see you tonight.
Bye, Rem. Be careful.
All right, handsome.
You.
Go on down the road.
You gotta know when to hold 'em.
No, how's
Know
that?
when to fold 'em.
How's that song go?
I don't know. What song were you singing?
Eastbound and Down.
I don't know what that means.
Have you ever watched that show, Nick?
Oh, the one with Kenny Powers?
Kenny McBride? Yeah. Kenny fucking Powers.
Kenny fucking Powers.
Hey, so let me ask also, too, because you guys seem to be up on this. Does what we do in the shadows get funnier or funny at all after?
Yeah, it gets like that's one of those ones you have to get into the nuance of your characters in it, because at first it's just weird. But after you get into it a little bit, all those little like little mannerisms and the little things they do is what's funny about it.
Come on, Nick. You look like you haven't had a good slumber.
Laszlo is the shit.
Yeah.
I watched the one with the ghosts last night.
Oh, where they're just violently flying around the house and shit?
Yeah. Well, he had to take care of himself to ease himself into the next life.
Oh, yes.
What is this? Ectoplasm? Ghost ectoplasm? Yes.
Yeah. How about my large collection of porno?
He's very proud of it.
It's
DJ, have you got to the Jackie Daytona episode yet?
Yeah, I finished it. I mean, I'm caught up. I don't know. Is it coming back?
Yeah, that the most recent season hasn't been on there for too long, so it'll be a little while.
Oh, okay.
Where it comes
Yeah,
back.
the Jackie Daytona episode was hysterical.
That was hilarious. Unfortunate the way it all went down.
They just with the toothpick. Oh shit! Yo, I just love how Laszlo, like the episode with the porno, because nobody says porno anymore. So I found that hilarious. Where he was like, "No, my porno." I found that shit hilarious. And Nick doesn't like it because, of course, it's funny, and he is living a dreary, dreadful existence.
Yeah, but I mean, I do laugh at stuff. It's funny.
Nick, how far are you in Letterkenny?
All done. All done with that. All done with Shorzy.
Like how I told you, I watched like the first few episodes and never got back to it. I went back to it and like up to season 3, and I'll be honest with you, dude, that's a show that I would watch. Like it's enjoyable to a degree, but I don't laugh at all hardly. Like maybe 1 out of every 3 to 4 episodes gets a chuckle out of me, and I still enjoy it. But it's just like this just isn't funny though.
I don't think it's hilarious either. I like their like the writing and their verbal exchanges are fantastic.
And I'm gonna be honest with you on that because I'm binge watching it. I think that the writing is super lazy because they do so much repetitive jokes.
Oh yeah.
Like so much. It's ridiculous how it's all just like every 3 episodes you have 100% of their jokes that they just regurgitate, and every now and then how they go on these like strings of funny little obscenities and stuff.
Nah,
like every now and then one hits, and then most of them are just like, all right, let's get through it.
I find it charming, and I think that every single one of the females, except for the waitress or the bartender, is extremely.
Gail is the worst.
Yeah, extremely pleasing to look at. But her mannerisms are funny. You might find Shorzy a little bit more funnier. It's kind of like the same cadence and the same writing, but it's a little bit funny. Like he goes at people a lot more. I find that funny.
That's what's that called? The Big Bang
know
Theory. Like I try to watch The Big Bang Theory, and I watch like maybe 3 or 4 because I always give something like 3 or 4 episodes.
Can't do it. It's
And
not funny.
it's literally the worst show I've ever seen in the history of my life.
But you know what? And I usually don't like CBS sitcoms either. But there's one part where Sheldon and I forget the chick's name. She gives him a napkin with Leonard Nimoy's spit on it, and the guy freaks out. It's one of the funniest things I've ever seen on TV. His reaction. But the rest of the show, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that shit is terrible. Terrible. And then you got the young Sheldon.
No, that I haven't a chance.
Terrible. I remember watching it here. I'm just like, yo, I hate this shit. This shit is the worst thing I've ever seen in my life.
Like I was
There's
surprised.
very few like sitcoms or stuff like that that are funny to me. Would you even consider It's Always Sunny a sitcom? I wouldn't.
It's so weird. It's so weird.
That's probably the funniest television show that's ever existed.
Such a funny, and it's depraved at the same time.
Extremely depraved.
Because
but it's ridiculously smart too. Like it's I can't remember who it was. I think it was Jim Cornette that says that It's Always Sunny is a stupid show for smart people, and Big Bang is a smart show for stupid people.
That's true. That's true.
My jam is Curb Your Enthusiasm.
That's another good one.
Which one?
Curb Your
Enthusiasm.
See, I haven't gone
HBO?
through and watched all of that. I've seen episodes here and there, but when that was airing, we didn't have HBO, and I really didn't care as well when it was airing.
No, that's
it's excellent. It gets it's one of the shows where every season it just gets funnier because they lean into the they went full Simple Jack.
Never go full Simple Jack.
And it kind of elevated once they took JB Smoove on.
Mm-hmm.
JB Smoove is funny. Have y'all seen what was that movie? The Sitter with Jonah Hill.
No.
I don't remember.
Oh yeah, I think I did see that.
That shit's hilarious.
Method Man is in it or something?
Who? Yeah, Method Man is in it. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that shit was
that
awesome.
actually funny. Yeah, the episode in Curb Your Enthusiasm where Larry is telling JB Smoove about the jizz on the blanket. And he's just like, Leon, there seems to be ejaculate on the blanket. And he's like, what do you mean ejaculate, Larry? What do you mean? You mean like fucking cum? The fucking cum on the blanket, Larry? Yeah, I gotta go.
Yeah, me too.
No, I said that in my wife's on a meeting on the phone.
What is this guy doing at 11:30 in the morning?
Yeah, I'm out. I'll see you tonight.
Tonight in the mix.
Last as well. Yeah, last episode. What the fuck is up with that?
I don't know what that is either.
You'll find out tonight. I'm sorry.
Why don't you just message us?
No, it's a surprise.
He said no, not doing it.
He bought one of those 1 square foot plots of land in Scotland, so he's going to be Lord DJ.
I did. My plot is right. My plot is right next to the guy from
Lord,
Russell
DJ Lordly for real.
Lord Links with a Y. Lord Links.
I'll see how it is.
Bye.
Yeah, all right. I appreciate everybody hopping on, hanging out in the chat. We're going to kill this. I want to get on with my little mini vacation. Go get some packing tape and shit. Videos, all that good stuff. Nick, thank you. Chat, thank y'all. New member, shout out to Collecting with Durs. He also has a channel. Be sure to go check him out. He does some fun stuff, getting rolling. I don't know how long he's been out there. I just recently found his channel a few weeks back. And this week, like, he made my must-watch list because the dude did a Hero Click unboxing, Nick.
Oh.
And I just 2 weeks ago got all my Hero Clicks out of storage for moving. So they're actually right there. So I'm looking forward to getting those back out and see. Dude, I lost to my 4-year-old son playing that game. I have not won a single game since I got him back out of storage.
That took over your life for a little while. I remember when you first found
Yeah,
it.
getting back to it. Yeah, that's what that Spectre is. That statue. It's actually got a dial on it. It's a playable thing.
Yeah,
but they're super cool.
To buy in that Galactus, that huge Galactus they had.
The Hero Click one with his hand out and everything. They've done 2 of them. That new one, dude, they're just awesome statues that they do. But I don't want to go down another rabbit hole. I'm going to go hang out with Finn. Appreciate everyone coming to hang out. Hey, Miss So, have a good day too. Till next time, as always,
we
I'm Mark, but we
are
Legion.